What's going on, babe?
Hey, babe, how was your day?
It was actually pretty productive. Happy to be home.
Good. You know, we got a game today. Honey, you're a little rough around the edges.
I mean, I'm saying I've been working all night, taking care of business, getting to the. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I got you. I'm not trying to be out here looking like a dusty, and that's why I'm excited to have T. Chanley as a sponsor of today's video. They help me start and maintain my skincare routine by making the entire process uncomplicated. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which come with all of the basics: a daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin, a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun, and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. My favorite part about T. Chanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. In addition to amazing skin, members of T. Chanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price and the ability to customize your box. And because T. Chanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description. You'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. Click the link and get started today. We're taking care of ourselves. Self-care, fellas, is the first step to be able to get to that bag, to take care of business, and be on top of things and level up in every aspect of your life. Feel the Teej, my friends. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Welcome to the Millionaire Morning Show. I am your host, Anton from AntonDaniels.com, and I think we're going to have a great discussion today. As a matter of fact, I know we're going to have a great discussion today because it's going to be something that people don't like to talk about on a regular basis. So before we get into it, let me first acknowledge my people in the chat. It's going to be a good day. First, let me shout out my dog, Stacy Rubin. I'm going to read these in order. Okay, I'm going to read these in order. Stacy says, Anton, you preach work ethic is not always enough. Network is your net worth. When we were in D.C., you challenged me and I accepted. That means that we were having face-to-face conversations, and I went up to him and I said, Stacy, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. A lot of people don't know this because I don't talk about personal conversations that I have with my bag chasers and the people that I coach, people that I push, and the interactions that I have on a regular basis. So they don't know this. They don't know the conversations that they have, and so the only thing they have to go off of is what I present. That's all they have. Occasionally, I'll let you guys in on some of the conversations that we have where the bag chasers themselves will say, Anton, I want to show my appreciation. He says, I started to pour into other people. That work was noticed by others. The outcome of your advice is in the next super chat. As of today, I got a 25% raise / promotion because of accepting that challenge. You didn't charge for the game. Let me say that again. You didn't charge for the game. I just add value into people's lives. I don't know how it's going to come back to me. A lot of people say, Anton, how are you so blessed? How do you win so much? How did you become a millionaire? It's because of the things that I preach in the Patreon on a regular basis. One of the videos that I said was, marketing is adding value first. I'm not going to go into all of the details of what it is that I said in the video. You're going to have to get that for yourself. But let me go ahead and finish reading this super chat, and then we're going to get into the show. Okay? Because this perfectly aligns. Shout out to Stacy. He didn't even know what kind of show I was going to do today. But this perfectly aligns with what it is that we're going to talk about in the show. He says, as of today, I got a 25% raise / promotion because of accepting that challenge. You didn't charge for the game, but you should be paid for it. I'm not allowed to say the exact amount, but God puts people in your life for a reason. Today's show is on me. So the sponsor of today's show is one of my favorite bag chasers that is always poured into the platform. I pour into him. He pours into me. They make sure that they support me. I gotta give love and appreciation and a shout out to all of the bag chasers. Specifically today, I gotta say Stacy. Stacy is today's sponsor. I love you. I appreciate you, bro. And I'm so, so glad. And I'm so, so fortunate that you continue to level up in every aspect of your life simply by accepting the challenges that I give them. Yo, when I came to Stacy, Stacy is older than me, for a lot of y'all that don't know. Stacy is older than me. Shout out to Stacy. Stacy is older than me. All right? When I went up to him, and I need y'all to give a round of applause and congratulations for Stacy because we always celebrate people that continuously win. Stacy is older than me, right? And I went up to him and I'm like, yo, Stacy, I need to kick it with you for a minute. We was at the DC meetup. We was chilling. I had flew in, all of that, right? Me and I brought another young lady that I was talking to, and she was gorgeous and beautiful. And I brought her over there to soften it up a little bit. You know how I got my little strategies. Right? And I kicked it with him, and I said, Stacy, X, Y, and Z. And I'm not going to tell y'all what the content of the conversation is, but I challenged him hard. And he was like, Anton, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't know if oh, yeah. I'm in the gym. That Stairmaster work wonders. But we going to get to that. But I challenged him, and he said, Anton, I don't know, man. I mean, it's going to take me too far out of my comfort zone to be able to do it, bro. And I said, Stacy, I need you. Because you are a reflection of me. And I need you to be able to level up in this way by doing X, Y, and Z. And you know what he did? He didn't say, nah, fam, I'm older than you, so you listen to me. He didn't say none of that. He said, you know what? I got you, Anton. Bet. Real talk. He said, you know what? I got you, Anton. Bet. Now look at the conversations that we having. Listen. We bag chasers for a reason. You know why my people are so fiercely loyal? You know why they so fiercely loyal? You know why I got the best Patreon on the internet, bar none? Is because my people know me. I don't have to say nothing. They know me. It's nothing that you gonna say or anybody on the internet that they can say that will change their minds about me. You know why? Because we're results driven. We don't play no games. We win in every aspect of life. We build an army, one individual at a time. And I know my people. I know my gang. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the people that continue to win on every level. We gonna kill everything. Hey, babe. Oh, she must be in the shower. Let me go and turn the light up a little bit. It's gonna be a good show today. Let me make sure I got the lights popping. It's going to be a good show today. We going to kick it today. Yeah, salute to the bag chasers that continue to win on every level. I had a conversation last night. Because you know, when we talk on the Lapeef Let's Talk, a lot of it is based off of interactions, relationships, race relations, and occasionally we get into money. Now, when we get into money, my ears perk up. Right? So I'm going to break down a section of the conversation that we had last night. It was fun. Shout out to everybody on the Lapeef Network. We doing things. Bar none, Natasha. Bar none. Shout out to Stacy. I'm going to review a portion of the conversation that we had last night because I'm perplexed. And I understand that there's a completely different mindset from certain people in society. But I'm going to break that shit down today. I'm going to break it all the way down. We're not going to leave any misconception or misunderstanding as to where I stand on the spectrum of success, on effort, on regular jobs, entrepreneurship, and what your expectations should be as a man or a woman in society as far as what you should strive for. And we're going to get into it. We're going to get real deep into the money talk and perspectives today. So much so that I'm going to do the same thing that I do on a regular basis. I'm going to open up the panel to you guys, and I want you to challenge me. I want you to give me the insight, the understanding, and I want you to give me your opinion on what you think should happen. But before we do that, Let me give a shout out to the sponsor of the show, Tej Henley and Stacy Rubin. Let me give us a shout out. I agree. Oh, beautiful disaster. We gonna get into it. You can't save everybody. Some people is just meant to get our lattes. Some people is meant to deliver our packages. I know that we gonna have people delivering our packages, but it don't have to be. We gonna get into that. We gonna get it. We gonna cook today, ladies and gentlemen. But shout out to the sponsor of the show, Tej Henley, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Link to that is in the description. If you do not have a Tej Henley subscription, fellas, ladies, if your man don't have a Tej Henley subscription, make sure you click the link in the description and make sure that you take care of the sponsor. It's a good product. We ain't talking about it just because it's the sponsor. I don't align with any person or any brand that's not aligned with what it is that I'm doing. Shout out to Tej Henley. A. B. Bag Chasers. Link is in the description. Pin to the top of the chat. Make sure you align yourself with a group of people. We gonna purge. You know what I said that I'm gonna do? I was talking to Natasha the other day, right? I said, you know what? We gonna purge. Because you know what people try to do, especially in the Facebook group. And sometimes in the Discord. But you know what people try to do? They join the Bag Chasers group. They get in the Discord so they can try to glean off of y'all and get all of the little information. And then sometimes they don't stick around and renew their subscription. So what we going to do is we going to purge everybody that's not supposed to be there. We got too many people that's already participating for them to be getting what y'all getting on the Bag Chasers. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to remix that. We're going to purge the people that's not supposed to be there. And we getting rid of everybody. We getting rid of everybody that's not supposed to be there, and we gonna set them to the side, and we gonna let them get our lattes while we run a checkup and get 25% bonuses and upgrades and promotions on our jobs. That's what we gonna do. Enough of this nonsense. Enough of this bullcrap. Enough is enough. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to everybody that's in these groups. We taking over everything. So let's get into it. Link to the description. Link to the Patreon is in the description. You're going to have to do it the right way. You're going to have to do it the right way. Anton is joining TikTok. We doing it all around the board. So listen, we not playing no more games. We not for everybody. We not trying to sing Kumbaya. We not coming to the front of the congregation saying come as you are. We saying fuck your feelings. We running a checkup. I don't care what nobody else is saying. I don't care how average they're asking you to be. We doing it a little bit different over here. We not for everybody. We not for everybody. Let me get into the show. We're going to go ahead and slice this up. We're not going to waste no time because I'm going to drop the link in the chat and I'm open to hearing y'all conversations. Let's get into it, man.
She had a dude that genuinely loved her.
So weird.
And this is the thing, what you see men now
we cooking today.
Against. Man, don't trust these hoes. Don't love these hoes. Don't do this. Don't do that. Da 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 da. Why? Because they in the end they gonna do whoop-de-whoop, blah 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 blah.
Not only that, Rilla, if she left her.
So let me give y'all a little bit of context to what's happening right now. Shout out to Alicia for the super chat. Says, just wanted to let you know I'm tapping into the moon. I think there's money to be made there. Shout out to Alicia. I appreciate you. Also, Jeremy Clay, I love you. I appreciate you. We doing a Thanos snap. Before we go into May, we doing a Thanos snap. Before we go into May, we doing a Thanos snap. Shout out to my dog, Derek T. Derek T says, Anton, I have to give it to you. You change mindsets and lifestyles. I remember my eat out budget was $500, $25,000 in debt, cleared as of this morning in less than 2 months. Derek get on calls with me all the time. We talk all the time. Derek, what have I asked you for? Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Shout out to you for clearing $25,000 in debt. We get results over here. We don't play no games. We're not trying to be running with nobody in the Victim Olympics. We're going to get into it. So the context of this, thank you for the super chat, Derek. The context of the conversation is that they're talking about a woman that left a man, right? This is how the conversation started. They talking about a woman that left a man, and she went with another guy because she were hypergamous, and she went with the guy with the money. Now, the guy that she left wound up passing away, and then she was on there talking about, oh, man, that was my one true love, and so on and so forth. So Rilla is giving context into the conversation saying that, yo, he loved her. She should have stuck around. This is how the conversation started, right? And then we start getting into the money. Shout out to Kelvin. Shout out to my dog Kelvin. Says, shout out to the benevolent dictator. This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship over here. On the Patreon this weekend, you know what we doing? We talking money. We talking business. Live streaming. We gonna do it on Sunday. Soon as I get stuff taken care of and settled, we doing a live stream on Sunday because I ain't got to do no live streams on Sunday except for the late night talk. We gonna live stream on Monday. We doing part 3 of building a business where I'm putting up my own money to fund it and taking y'all through the process on how you can build a brick and mortar business in 2022 in real time. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Patreon meetup is in Vegas, May 14th. We cooking. Shout out to this old lady. Thank you for everyone. Thank you for pouring into everyone. It's deeply felt. I just had a conversation with you just the other day on the phone. You emailed me. I said, what's your number? I'm calling you immediately. Immediately. This is what I need you to do. X, Y, and Z. Get yourself together. I love my people. This is my tribe. This is my tribe. I love my people. Let's continue, man.
First husband for a man that was making money, or I don't know the whole situation. Like, how do I not know she might not leave her next husband for another man that's not making more money than him, right? And you also missed something, Rilla. It's very disrespectful. She was definitely wrong of her speaking about her ex like that. And
I'm going to put the time, because I see Maria saying what time. I'm going to put the time in the Patreon either today or tomorrow on the time that we're going to be live streaming on Sunday as a group.
Married. Like, how? That's disrespectful to
that's
your
almost like
husband.
Jada and Tupac.
Huh?
It's almost like Jada and Tupac.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to your current husband.
All right, we about to get into the part where we start talking about the money. All right. Rilla and JR made some interesting statements that sparked the conversation, and so now I want to start to get into it.
So, yeah.
But Rilla, I want to say this real quick, and I think it's something to be said. I mean, she was probably wrong, right? But at the same time, if men on their shit, they don't have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about that at all. Listen, hold on.
Go ahead. I don't know if I agree with that, JR.
What do you mean?
You talking about somebody that's a blue collar worker, right?
JR about to hit him with something that goes way over people's heads. Most people's heads. JR about to hit him. Let's see something. Let me answer this question. Would you be doing it if there was no Patreon subscription, honest? What are you talking about, bro? I've been doing it for a long time and pouring into people for my entire life. I mentor young guys between the age of 14 and 24. I've been pouring into people for a long time. I'm not even going to get into it. Listen, I give millions of dollars worth of game. I'm not asking everybody to be there. It's a choice. You have a choice to click that button, put in your card number, your debit or credit card number if you want to subscribe. It's a barrier to entry. You can take the free game that we talk about every day here, or you can go a little bit deeper and you can go there. But please do not keep expecting me to continue to contribute to your coffers for free. I don't owe nobody nothing. I charge a barrier to entry, very minimal. Even when I coach people on a personal level, I don't even charge them when I charge my corporate clients. I just ask them to accommodate me for my time so that I got to take time away from my wife and daughter in order to be able to pour into people on a regular basis. Listen, y'all gonna have to get over that poor shit. Stop asking people to do stuff for free. They already doing it at the lowest cost that they can possibly do it in order to make sure that the dusties don't get in, and y'all want it for free. You spent $15 on McDonald's yesterday and you sitting here talking about what I do it for free. Don't keep asking me for doing nothing for free. Don't ever ask me to do nothing for free. If I do it for free, it's because it's out of the kindness of my heart. Don't ask me nothing about free no more. Free is over. That's done.
And, my thing is when I'm moving around, it's like, y'all gonna do this shit forever? Y'all gonna do this shit forever? Like, some motherfuckers that come to this place, put their 8 hours in, do a little overtime, and they leave and they happy. You try to tell them like it's more than this, it's bigger than this, you guys got to do more. They ain't hearing you. This is their life. This is it. retire. I got a 401k. I got my retirement, and this is enough for them. They're complacent. As a man, you should always be wanting to grow. You can't. That's not life.
JR is breaking down here that the mindset of a man that continues to strive. As men, we're not here. You have never heard me not one time on this live stream. Not one time on this live stream have y'all ever heard me say that men should strive to be happy or comfortable or content. What do I say? I said you should strive for growth. Growth causes you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Let me say that again. Growth causes you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That means that you're going to have to get some dirt on you in order to be able to grow. Because I've never seen a seed grow on concrete. You're going to have to get dirty. And so JR is describing the mentality of a man that continues to try to strive to be the best version of himself, which is the very definition of a bag chaser.
You can't get rich off of 9 to 5. You got to do more. You have to do more. And if you own your shit, you're gonna always have options. You're gonna always have options. Women gonna be looking. It's not all women, but you want to put yourself in the position. You want to be. Remember, I always talk about that threshold. You want to be above the threshold. You don't want to be below the threshold. Always.
Let me get to the super chat. Maria says people who put their own money up are more committed to the work and show up when asked. I don't have a problem with giving a little to get so much more. Anton could be charging so much more. Bro, I keep the price so small. People be getting mad at me like, Anton, I can't believe you're charging these prices. Then I got to explain to myself why I keep the prices so low. I swear to God, every day I get somebody to say, Anton, you ain't charging enough. I say, well, the way that I equate it is that, first of all, I'm trying to give the minimum, the lowest barrier possible to give the most gain, right? A. B, I'm always trying to figure out how I can lower it to make sure that I make it available to everybody, because the number one thing that people always complain about is they say, well, the rich people don't always come and give us the game. They keep it to themselves. Well, now you got access to it and you never stop complaining along with it in the first place. You still complaining about it. You got access to it. You just got on a sneakers app. You bought the new Jordans today and you sitting here talking about getting a subscription for somebody that's going to level you up in real life. That's crazy to me. And what JR is talking about is very much the story of the talents. You know, people sit here and they got the wrong misconception about God. And they say, well, God ain't going to care about your money. God cares about your effort and you taking everything that you have and leaving it on the table on this earth. Read the story of the talents in the Bible. He took the talents from the one that had the least and he gave it to the guy that had the most, because that was the guy that was leveraging everything that God gave him in order to continue to be the best version of himself. Now tell me I'm wrong about the story about the talents. Tell me I'm wrong about the story about the talents. Kelvin says, happiness is a dumb idea, growth over happiness. Facts.
To be above, because then that way the odds are with you and not against you. If you below the threshold, you that 9 to 5 guy, and it's no diss to the 9 to 5 guy, but you got to think past that, especially if somebody giving you the game.
Somebody says the Bible doesn't put a dollar amount on the submission of a wife to the husband, so I know anyone using money as a requirement for submission can't be Christian. You can never be more wrong. As a matter of fact, the Bible clearly shows in multiple examples men working years and years to get the approval and to be able to marry a man's daughter. Facts. It does put a dollar amount on it. The only difference is that we translate it differently in today's currency in order to make sure that we don't scratch and claw and kill each other. Bro, there has always been a barrier in order to be able to get it. You know what the Bible don't say? That you should be able to bust her down before marriage. But I bet you doing that. Don't fucking tell me what a Christian is. You don't know what a Christian is. You don't know nothing about Christian principles. You think it's all about presentation. No, it's about action.
And that's why you ain't getting the results. That's why you sitting here talking about what the Bible is and you can't be a Christian. You can't be a fucking man if you can't do what you're supposed to do in order to make sure that your family is taken care of. Don't nobody want to hear that broke shit. You can get that junk up out of here. We ain't talking broke talk over here. We ain't asking for submission. We don't go to women and say, hey, can you submit to me? We do what we do and we expect it because we know what comes along with what we do as men. Stop talking that broke talk to me, man. I don't speak that language. I don't speak that language. Begging for submission. Man up, man. Put your big boy pants on. Get some jeans and take your skirt off, bro.
You can't ignore it because you're comfortable. You got to be willing to take that chance, take that parachute off and fly. Jump out. And that's just real information. I'm not saying that everything she did was correct, but men got to start putting themselves in position to be better. Always constant growth, constant, it never stops. Constant growth. Constant growth. Fuck that 9 to 5. I'm gonna be real. Like, my goal is not to be attached to that shit. If you make enough money, you can pay for benefits.
Now, here's the key, right? Because he said, forget that 9 to 5. There's plenty of people that became rich with 9 to 5s, right? But what the context of the conversation is that he's saying is that you can't depend on the 9 to 5 solely in order to be able to level yourself up to the point to where you can support yourself without having to depend on anything in order to make sure that you're good. It's not enough to just have a 9 to 5 in itself. You got to be financially disciplined. You need to be focused. You need to have a business mindset. Just because you don't open a business does not necessarily mean that you shouldn't look at things from a business perspective. It's not enough to just go to work, come home, and hand your check away. You also have to understand how money works. It is a language that is taught by those that know, and those that don't understand is always going to be the ones that complain about it. It's not enough to just alone. Nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. I got one. I got one today. I'm the person that says, yo, I already got the bag. I retired in 2019 from working. I was good. I got a 9 to 5 today. I dropped my W-2 in the Patreon to help them to understand a bag is a bag no matter how you get it. I don't care if you're getting it in a business. I don't care if you're getting it in a 9 to 5. Get your bags. But it's not enough to just depend on that alone in order to make sure that you leveled up to the point to where you cannot and you're not focused on what anybody is saying in order to make sure you support your lifestyle. That's the context, but people don't get it. People don't get it because they're so busy looking for the nuances and they're looking to respond instead of looking to understand. Aaron says, I agree. However, she did choose to accept his proposal. She should have honored the vows and stuck with him till death do us part means something. I agree. I'm not talking about that. We're using that as the jump off point in order to be able to talk about the conversation that happened during the Lapeef Let's Talk show last night. I agree. You honor your vows. I have no problem with that whatsoever. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about the mindset of people that think that it's okay to just be regular. Why would you leave anything on the table when you don't have to? Shout out to Big Pete. He says, bro, you on fire today. I appreciate you. I told you it was going to be a different type of show. I felt it when I jumped in the shower today. I said, Rita, it's going to be different. It's going to be different today. I already know it. You preaching the gospel over game today, so I'm going to put something in the collection plate. Preach. Shout out to Mr. Nix. I appreciate you for continuing to support the platform, homie. Game recognized game.
Because that's what people do. It's that security of having benefit. But if you make enough,
shout out to all of the super chats.
You paying for your freedom. You paying for your time.
Buy your time back.
But can I add something to JR?
Go ahead.
The thing is this, that life is like, I mean, it's positions. Niggas got to work 9 to 5s. It's no way that it's not that many positions at the top.
Shout out to my dog, Mr. Logic.
Somebody always gotta. I mean, all the jobs that the 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Our world would shut the fuck down if them jobs don't get filled.
See, the problem with this argument is that we always subject ourselves to the lowest common denominator. There's always going to be a working class. There's always going to be poor people. There's always going to be people that are striving to get to the top. But what I'm saying is that That does not have to be you. Why you got to be the person that served the lattes? Is it anything wrong with serving the lattes? Absolutely not. I got respect for anybody that's doing it legally. Anybody that's doing the right thing. They're not robbing nobody. They're not knocking nobody over their head. They're not doing nothing wrong. I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, there's videos on my platform where I take my daughter through Take Your Dad to Work Day on my other channel. When I say, yo, we respect everybody from the person that sweep the floors and clean the bathrooms all the way up to the top suite. But it don't have to be you. You don't have to be the one to sweep the floors forever. You don't have to be. My girl, Island Girl Q, she says, Anton, you don't work a normal 9 to 5. I don't work a normal 9 to 5. The question, do you feel everybody is built to be an entrepreneur? No. But I think that everybody have an opportunity to level up and be able to really, really manifest the greatest version of themselves, but we lazy. We lazy. No man should be satisfied with something that somebody else give them. Yes, I don't work a normal 9 to 5 now, but I did before, and I worked my butt off to get to the top. I saved, I scrimped, I stayed 2 doors down from my mom in a complex where my dad was the maintenance man so we can live for free. We stayed down for the next 10 years so we can do what we want to do for the rest of our life. We invested, we did what we needed to do. Just because you work a 9 to 5 don't mean that that's the end of the road. I've always had 2 jobs, 2 hustles. I've always had 2 jobs, 2 hustles. I never just laid on what it is that I do. Even when I only had 1 job, I made sure that I went to school full time while I was working that job. You ain't got to be an entrepreneur, but you need to understand money. You need to be doing the work. We'll sit here and watch Netflix instead of reading a book. We gonna get there.
Until we start having robots and shit and do it. So I understand the motivation and the push towards it, but at the end of the day, it's going to happen. You're going to have them average men. You're going to have the guys that work the 9 to 5s. You're going to have the UPS workers. You're going to have the truck drivers. You always going to have them because, let's be honest, it's no room at the top.
And those
not
things
only
are just
that,
real.
Logic. I mean, not only that, there are men that work 9 to 5 that are making 6 figures. And I'm gonna be honest, entrepreneurship is not for every person, right? That's not everybody doesn't want to be an entrepreneur. What you said sounds great, but that's not everybody can't be an entrepreneur. They weren't made like that. People are very complacent and they're okay working their 9 to 5 job. But if she married,
But see, that's the problem, Q. People are very complacent. You said a key word there, complacent. Why would we stay complacent? Why would we stay complacent? Because on the other side of the fence, you know what people do? Let me tell y'all what people do. They'll sit here and they'll say, why we gotta be at the bag? Why they can't give us some more diversity inclusion jobs? What is wrong with us? Our family structure is broken. You need this amount of money to survive today. Well then, listen, don't complain about it. Do something about it. Listen, if y'all was sitting here talking about, okay, I'm cool. You know what? I like my lifestyle. I'm not tripping. The white man ain't holding me back. All of this other type of stuff. We wouldn't even be having this conversation. But the more I hear y'all complain on the internet about the opportunities that's presented to you when you got every opportunity to do something different, but you sit and choose to sit on your hands like this every day, that's a problem. Because don't sit here and tell me what you can't do when you have all the opportunity in the world to do it right here in America. In 2022, they're begging for people to get jobs. The people that I coach, some of them already is making $175,000 a year. And you know what I push them to do? I say, yo, you know how you can really turn it up? How much time are you really spending doing a job that you do on a regular basis, your software engineering job? You know what? I only spent about 2 hours. Well, why you ain't got 2 of them? You can use that same time to be able to leverage, and it's up to them whether they want to take the game or not. And then we go much deeper into how they break their calendars down and all of this other type of stuff. But the point is, then they wind up making $500,000 a year, and they be like, you know what? I can never unsee this $500,000. I'm going to use this in order to make sure I pay off my student loans. It's going to take me 6 months to do it. I'm going to knock out this $25,000 in debt. I'm going to invest in this. Now I can get into the real estate game. I can make sure that I don't have to. You got all of the opportunity in the world. All of the opportunity in the world, because the same ones that say that they want to be complacent are the ones on the other side of the fence that's going to be complaining about how the man is holding them down. And that's a problem. Shout out to Mr. Nix. He says, faith without works is dead, 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 dead. Plant thy seed in fruitful ground, gospel over game. Shout out to Mr. Nix. I appreciate you, big dog. This old lady, shout out to you, big... Practical Absolutes is graduating tomorrow. Shout out to Practical Absolutes. Hey, can we get a round of applause for my dog Practical Absolutes graduating tomorrow? We love you, fam. Congratulations, big dog. Let's continue.
This man, Courtney, how long were they married? Do you know?
I don't know.
If she married this man, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, you're right. Go ahead.
If she married this man knowing that he works a 9 to 5, right? She married into that lifestyle. So for you to say, oh, I no longer don't want to be married to him because he can't provide. Really, you married into that lifestyle. You got yourself into that marriage to marry him. So I don't agree with JR. Yes, you want to give full accountability for men, but no, this was her fault.
Yeah.
Like,
I think. Hold on.
I don't care about the girl. I don't care about none of that.
Real quick, because I understand what you're saying, but I just want to understand like the growth part of it. So even if you don't necessarily have to be an entrepreneur. I would strive people to try to get the bag on their own if they can, but I just want constant growth. So if you're growing, I'm not mad at you. It's just as long as you're not staying in that same position, you understand the growth of it, right? Just like there are just so many. We all students to life.
Facts.
Students to life, and
Facts.
so as men, we always have to be in that growth mindset. We can't be the same person that we was. And I only like to do. I hate the time frame of years because some people will say I'm gonna do it at the beginning of the year, and they never started.
You know how much growth I've seen from JR since we became friends a long time ago, a few years ago? I've seen this man grow tremendously, continue to push himself, never stay complacent, always want more. And you know what that manifested into? I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what the mindset to continue to push, and me and him working behind the scenes to make sure that we gonna continue to level up, push this brand, make sure that you know what it's done? It spawned opportunities, countless opportunities for other people that never knew us prior to us creating this platform. Him pushing opened the door for a lot of people to create opportunities for themselves as a result of leapfrogging off of the platform. Facts. You know how many bags we secured for people? Facts. Shout out to Ray Sean. He says, you and Shannon both said on your live a while back that the perception of women will change when a man of a certain caliber walks in the room. The reality. Facts. My dog Vern says, you just sparked an idea. Good look. Utilize it. Take over. Take control of it.
Start it tomorrow. Start it within the next minute. But realistically, it probably may not happen, right? But start it tomorrow. Wake up. Start it. Like, don't wait till next week. Start in a couple days. Get it going. Because to me, that's an excuse if you're sitting there trying to wait until the next week or something. So as long as you're growing, whether it be you moving up within the company, I just don't want people to be doing the same shit and become complacent.
Facts.
But I do understand that you do have more options. The more you grow, the more options you have. The more you don't have to settle.
That's a fact.
Hey, but look, let me say this, JR.
The women though.
Carl Oakley says, cats be making $45,000 a year with no ambition, but have an Xbox and a PlayStation at the crib, shaking my head. Fixed mindset will keep you in a life of mediocrity. No, but they not. Listen, if I start talking about people's PlayStations and Xboxes, they gonna be pissed. But when I start saying, hey, maybe we should start leveling up so we can take control of what's going on in corporate America. Anton, everybody can't be at the top. Some of us need to be at the bottom, making sure that we scraping rubber dog doo-doo off the ground so that everybody else can walk past. Cool. But why they gotta be you? Why they gotta be you? I'm just asking. Finally caught your live show, Anton. You're right. As men, we need to constantly progress. No wonder all of these men have money and women problems. Oh, money and women problems. Shout out to Miss Parker. I missed the live, but needed this push, Anton. Oh, you gonna get it today. We not done. Oh, we gonna cook today. We gonna get all the way deep into trying to figure out why people got this victim mindset. They want to run in the victim Olympics, and then when you give them an opportunity, they say, nah, I want to stay right here.
Water tastes like shit.
You got the water that quick?
I got all this damn water. I'm finna got that boil and shit to take a bath. This water tastes like great.
I was about to say.
Let me fast forward a little bit.
The resources, you know what I'm saying? And you know, in all honesty, you know, I agree with Logic too. Like, if we don't have CEOs, which is 9 to 5, we don't have, you know what I'm saying, RVPs, regional vice presidents, or district managers, so on and so forth, right? Things are not getting accomplished. So there's only so much room at the top. Here's the bottom line, though. Jesus. Regardless of the position of the man, that woman that we talking about, she's still pining over the dude that she left.
She not. That's just called an act. That's called pretending. That's called wanting attention. She don't care nothing about that dude that she left now that he dead. Let me tell you about women real quick, bro. Let me tell you about women. The way that they communicate is through their actions. So what she really felt, because she didn't leave the dude that she was still with, she just whined about the one that was already gone, but she wasn't checking for him. Listen, if you want to know what the sentiments of a woman's heart is, look at what she does, not what she says. Look at what she does. We don't care about crocodile tears after the fact. We only care about the successful situations that come along as a result. My girl, Island Girl Q, says, shout out to the Lapeef network for giving her her 4th stream of income. She ain't complacent. Not at all, Q. We gonna get to that bag, Q. Shout out to my dog, Q.
At the end of the day.
Do y'all really believe that she really believed that, bro?
I said it on a live stream.
Here we go. Let's go, Anton. So you don't.
I mean,
just because they say what you say don't mean nothing. How you really feel is displayed in your actions. Your actions is 90% of communication. All of that, oh, he was my one true love, is BS. It's all BS because her action says something completely different. So I don't listen to what people say. I want to see exactly what the results are going to be. A, that's A, right? B, JR is absolutely right. And all of the pushback that comes along with what he was saying with regard to leveling up is the reason why you see so many people that's going to fall eventually below the threshold for being able to survive and thrive in society.
Facts.
Do we need blue collar workers? Yes. Do you, the people that are listening to this, have to be in that category? Absolutely not.
You don't.
And the mindset that comes along with being successful is largely based off of what people like JR think. They are not ready to just settle. They're not ready to just lean on that, right?
Preach, young man, in the upper right-hand corner. Preach on that.
And I'm going to just tell you, in the years to come, I read a report today that said that the average income that you need in order to be able to purchase a home is over $76,000 now, based off of inflation and how home prices are going. Meaning you are going to be priced out. You can sit here, you can whine about it, you can talk about it, we can debate about it, we can go back and forth. But what I'm trying to tell you is that there is not going to be a middle class. There's going to be a rich and there's going to be a poor.
Let me break that down for y'all a little bit. The average income that you need to be able to purchase a home, to be able to live in, not in the hood, but just the middle, right in the middle, is at least $76,000. Meaning the average household income, as reported by the U.S. Census, is $67,000. The average black man makes $45,000 a year. The average black woman makes less than that. Why are you complacent? You are falling behind. The benefits in living in a capitalistic society is that the cream is going to rise to the top. Those that work their butt off, they're going to rise to the top. 80% of millionaires are new millionaires, meaning it's not money that's passed down to them. Every day there's new millionaires. Every day there's new people that win, get rich, come over here with nothing. They don't have a different tax code than you. No, they don't. They don't. That is a myth. That is a lie. They have the same tax code, the same library that you don't want to go into, the same resources. You sit here and you whine and complain and watch the worst things on the internet. Meanwhile, they're doing coaching and they're paying for mentors and they're getting tutorials and they going to Udemy and they going to different academies online and they continue to work their butts off and they stay down and they be poor for the first 10 years after they graduate high school, and then they level up and they destroy everything. They buy everything. They rent it out to you. They raise the prices, and then you sit here talking about how it's okay to be complacent. It's not. Tell me in the Bible where it says it's okay to be complacent. I've never read it. Tell me in the Bible where they say it's okay to try. I've never seen it. I have not seen the word try in the Bible. Not in any translation. Not the New King James Version. Not the Old King James Version. Not the New International Version. I've never seen it. I've never seen it in there where it says try. You know where people try go? They fall by the wayside. They get slaughtered. They're removed to make way for the people that's actually going to do something. That's the reality. That's the harsh truth. Listen, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you the truth. And the truth is complacency breeds complacency, which is ultimately going to yield your children sitting here whining next 10 years, 15 years from now, talking about my parents didn't teach me or give me the motivation that I need, and now I'm sitting here in college debt. The same way that the people are sitting here begging Biden to forgive their college debt today, that's the same thing that your kid is going to be doing because you did not do what you were supposed to do, and you taught and you bred complacency, and kids don't listen to what you say, they listen to what you do. That's the truth. Shout out to Sway. Sway says, mother be spending $40 on an eighth every week, but found a problem to invest in their own self-improvement. Invest in assets. You are an asset, meaning invest in yourself. Facts. You'll make sure you go and get some Hennessy. Shout out to Mr. Nix. Pine after him, but you bring me dinner, which I repay for, and keep calling me to talk about being better as a person. I'm all for it. Every day. I'm a push y'all. Andre Bell. That 100K is sufficient enough to talk in our tribe's Discord. Gotta stop. Me and Young Investor had to get on their heels. With love, of course. That means when they get on you, they getting on you out of love. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to Kojak. Says gems and gospels being preached today. If you were dusty, this ain't the place for you. Chase bags. We part of the green pill. We don't do red pill. We don't do blue pill. We don't do black pill, purple pill, pink pill, none of that. We taking limitless pills. We taking green pills. We getting green pills over here. Real talk. Shout out to Stacy Rubin. This is that free game. Y'all listening? This is the free game. Keep cooking. Oh, you know I'm going to do what I do. You are going to have to make the determination or you're going to have to evaluate. Ain't no middle class. You want to be on. Middle class is big. And it does not matter how we feel. I'm not going to be the determining factor. You're not going to be the determining factor. You can figure out how you want to move. And whatever your mindset is going to be is what your actions are that's going to follow. You can sit here and you can want to do it for the pension, but I'm trying to tell you that if you have that mindset, you are going to be dependent on the federal government in order to make sure that they take care of you, hoping that they continue to fund Social Security that's not even fully funded today, hoping that they continue to put into it. The national debt is going to continue to go up. The value of the dollar is going to continue to go down. And you can't even buy chicken wings for the same price that you could yesteryear without paying double. Going over the head. All them gems is just doing like this. Hold on. Let me make sure I blow myself up. This is where the gems is going. They dodging it. Oh, man. That's a diamond. Let me get behind the screen. He throwing gems out. He throwing pearls out. He throwing diamonds out. He throwing rubies out. He throwing gems. That's what they doing. They dodging it. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear inflation is at a 40-year high. They don't want to hear that. Yo, listen. I have a brand new Benz that don't even got 400 miles. S-Class. We get the top. We're going to do the top. I got a brand new Benz that's sitting at the crib right now that don't even have 500 miles on it just because I can. Because the dealer called me when I was live streaming. Rita came over here and said, Anton, you want that? Your new Benz is here. I said, let me think about it. Made a phone call, called my accountant. Hey, how can we make this work? That's life. You can have that shit. You ain't got to be subjected to what somebody giving you. Oh, you know what? Pray for... This is what they used to say in church. Pray that God send the gems and the wisdom. Pray that God send the money. God, please send the money. You said be faithful in little and I'll be ruler over much. Send me the money, God. Hey, everybody, I need y'all to touch and agree in Jesus' name. Lord, bless me with a raise on my job. I was sitting there like, I pulled my hands back. I swear to God, I pulled my hands back. I said, God, when I got home later that night, I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. I said, God, I don't want to be praying for a raise on my job. I want to be praying to be in a position to give people raises on their jobs that work for me. Somebody give me, bro. I'm not trying to sit here and be talking about, Lord, send them a raise on my job. Lord, put me in a position to put other people in power. That was what my prayer was, bro. Give me what I need in order to make sure that I can make sure everybody else get what they need. I'm not praying for no fucking raise on my job. I'm praying to put other people in position of power. My prayers was different. I snatched my hands off. They said, Anton, what you doing? I said, I don't believe that. They say, you just rebellious. I said, no, you short-sighted and you small. They was ready to kick me out the church right then if I wasn't my mama's son. They said, you better be glad you Leslie's son. My dad was just over there smiling like, I see you, son. We different. We different over here. It's different over here in the bag chasers. Real talk. And this just might not be for you, fam. Your prayers can stay like this. My prayers is like this. We different over here. Shout out to Pretty Boy says, Anton is preaching. Real talk. This is what your pastor should have told you in church. Real talk. I wasn't over there trying to beg for scraps. I said, yo, give me a table so I can invite all of my friends that I'm a rock with on the bag chasers. Give me a table so I can invite my friends to it. I don't want no freaking scraps. At best, the only way that I was able to align with what they were saying was, you know what? I'm willing to do what I need to do in order to be a great follower so I can learn how to be a great leader. So with some things that you know what? I don't mind shoveling the snow. I don't mind working this regular job. I don't mind, but it has to be a means to an end. I'm not meant to be the snow shoveler. You're not meant to be the snow shoveler. Jesus Christ, want more for yourself. For God's sake, your girl want more for you. Mr. Nick says, poor folks like NWAS have limitations, future wealthy plan, and execute dreams. Shout out to Mr. Nix for continuing to support the platform. Kojak, God wants you to get off your butt and be like Nike. Just do it. He wants you to live life abundantly and do the damn work. Facts. Self-engineering. Says Church of Anton Daniels. For real. Bro, you know what's so funny, Shannon? I'm glad you said this. You know what's so funny? I have never had more people that retired from the church, that is lifetime preachers, that was preaching a prosperity gospel, come to me and say, Anton, I need your help because I'm broke. Everything you say resonate more with me than what I've been preaching or teaching or being an evangelist and traveling all across the world and preaching to other people. I'm broke. I have never, honest to God, on my father's grave, I've never had more people coming to me retired that was a part of the church, says, I believed it. But you know what? Your message resonate more with me now because I'm broke. He never sent the millions. Buy houses says, God bless you for today's sermon. We gonna cook today. And you know what? You know what? They should feel like that. They say, my dog Malevolent said, people think you hate regular Joes. I think. I don't. I don't. The problem is that I love them too much. I love them too much, so I want them to win, but they don't want to love themselves as much as I love them. So it's not that I don't like the regular Joes, it's that I don't like the complacency that's in their minds. I love them enough to tell them the truth, because ain't nobody else doing it. Shout out to my dog Malevolent. I'm telling you, you're going to have a different mindset when it comes to resources and being successful, because how your grandfather did it and how your great-grandfather did it, them days is gone. Gone. You can't even have a household where you can't depend on a woman's income without having to need it in order to survive. You have to have a two-income household to survive today, and you sitting here talking about it's okay to strive to be regular. I'm telling you, I thought women didn't want to have to go to work in order to be able to support their household. It's a nice to have. I thought the thing that women were seeking was the best available option so that they didn't have to be going to work, killing themselves, breaking their backs, throwing their hips out, and can't walk when they turn 60 and 70 years old to be able to actually enjoy their twilight years. You know what my mom doing? My mom is out here having a great time. You know why? Because she subjected herself to a real man. My father, me, and her current husband. Real men. I thought that was the goal. No, but see, that's why women now want partners. They don't want husbands. They're looking for partners because they know that you not going to do what you need to do in order to put her in the energy that she needs to truly become the wife that she needs to be for you. But you're requiring her to go out here, fight against people like me that's unrelenting. I don't sleep. Now she got to go out here and she got to grind and then come back home and cook you a sandwich? You better suck a fat one. You better suck a fat one. And then you're trying to understand why they're saying that they want a certain type of guy. Why you think that is? Because things are so out of place. Because men have largely forgot their place in life. And we are here to overcome, conquer, and then put other people in positions of power. That's what our goal is. But how you going to conquer when you're complacent? I've never seen a complacent conqueror in any book, in any movie, or in real life. I've never seen a complacent conqueror. Tell me where he lives so I can go and talk to him, invite him onto the show, and get the game on how he did it. Somebody give me some insight.
No, but I think
Nobody said to be right.
I don't think anyone.
I understand what y'all saying, and that we're going to need some Starbucks workers, right? We're going to need some Amazon delivery drivers.
That's
We're
not
going to
even
need all of these people. I'm not saying that we not. I'm saying that you don't have to be the one to live that life. You ain't got to be that Starbucks worker. There's always going to be a working class. I'm not debating that. I'm saying that we need to strive for better if you want to be on the other side of that fence, is because it's not going to be a middle class no more.
Okay, but this is the
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We got to talk one at a time so they can hear us, okay? So we're going to go.
The whole point, though, Anton, is that
Oh my God.
It's only so many people that can be in the top 10%. It's only so many people that can be in the top 20%.
Agreed.
You can have all the ambitions in the fucking world, but numbers is numbers. You can't change that.
You know what the thing that I determined in my life? Because I knew early in life that it was only a certain amount of people that can be in the top 10%, top 5%, top 1%. You know what I made up in early in my life? I'm going to be one of them. I don't believe in the lottery. I don't believe in going to play numbers. I don't believe in none of that. I said, you know what? I told Rita. She just walked out. She got her Louis Vuitton purse on. Look at her. She in the mirror, having a good old time. You see her? Getting herself together. About to go out. Hey, Rita.
Hey.
Hold on. Wait. You know what? She just walked out with her diamonds on, her gold. Rita got her Rolex on over there. She got her Louis Vuitton purse. Where you about to go, babe?
Pick up the stuff you asked me to pick up.
You about to go pick up the stuff I asked you to pick up? Yeah. Wait a minute. You ain't got to go to work today?
No.
Why you ain't got to go to... Listen, ma'am, I need you to go to work today instead of going to do the thing that I need you to do. What kind of car are you about to jump in? You don't even know. BMW 7 Series. Give me the key. Give me the key. What kind of car are you about to go jump in?
BMW.
I'm sorry, man. Can I see those glasses real quick?
These are just
Can I see those glasses? This is Rita every day. This is Rita every day. Yeah. What's wrong? Why are you smiling and laughing?
You are a clown.
This is Rita every day. I'm not going to be the ones that's shoveling snow for the rest of my life. I'm not going to do it. I don't have to. Not if I don't. Listen. It's one thing that if I have to do it. But if you give me a choice of whether or not I can be in the top 10%, 5%, or 1%, if you give me, listen, y'all going to be so mad at me. From now on, I'm wearing 2 pair of glasses. I'm wearing 2 pair of glasses from now on. This is to block out the haters. This is to block out the dusties. I'm wearing 2 pair of glasses from now on because I can't. Oh, thank you, honey. Look at you. You bringing me water? I never asked you to. This must be you and your feminine energy.
Yes.
Maybe I'll ask you to submit next time. Look, I can't even get the wrong glasses off.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Have a great show.
Thank you, honey. You have a phenomenal day also. Make sure you get all of the croissants.
I mean, and
I'm not dealing with it.
no, that's what it go down to. It's like, look, check this out. You could have a high school that's full of smart people, but it's only one valedictorian. It's only one salutatorian. So it's certain positions. It's positions for everything in life, and it's slots for that. So
Okay.
you can't just make slots.
Shout out to Mr. Nix. He says, I love that you made them feel better. We always going to need Uber workers. We are. I got to get to the airport sometimes without driving my car. Sometimes my chick is busy. I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take an Uber. I don't feel like driving. I need to get a nap. I'm going to do Uber Black, though. Okay? We need to get in the room and school them on artificial intelligence and big data and robotics and no, they don't want to hear that, bro. They don't want to hear that. They want to run in the victim Olympics. I'm telling you, man. Real talk.
It's just I'm
not disputing anything that you're saying. I'm saying that you can beat that valedictorian, not necessarily in the grades, but the work ethic. And there is a difference between, listen, when I go to these cities, and you know that I go to different cities every single
I'm in one right now. I'm in one right now. You want to see outside of my window? Here, I'll show you. I said, when I go to these cities, all I see is palm trees. That's all I see is palm trees outside of my window. I'm in one right now. Okay? And when I walk around, you know what I see? I see that the people that actually do those jobs, they got to drive in, they got to bus in, they got to ride their scooters, they got to ride their bicycles in order to work the jobs for the people that actually live in these cities. You can't live in the big cities with us. We didn't price you out. Boston, Miami, Los Angeles, New York, even Detroit, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Milwaukee. You can't live in the inner city, live, work, and play in the same area. You can't do it. You got to come in, bust yourself in, and make sure that you serve us and take your ass back home. Go home. That's what they told you. Because this is not a race war. This is a class war. It's a class war. Take your butt home because you're not invited with your complacent self. That's what they told you. Real talk. God status says, here my ties, pastor. Church of Anton Daniels, where the bag chasers chase bags. Real talk. This is real life. Live, work, and thrive here. Real talk. You can't get a place here in Miami, in Brickell, in Midtown, in downtown Miami, on Miami Beach for anything less than $4,000 a month and live inner city. You know what though? We'll let y'all visit. I want you to save up for 6 months. Make sure you add it as a part of your budget. And then you can come and visit for like 5 days and then take your monkey butt back home because we're not letting you live here. We're only going to let you stick around to make sure you spend your tourism dollars, go on back home, and then go back to the hood. That's what we telling y'all. Shout out to Aaron. Aaron says, don't hate on Uber drivers. Ironically, we just had a similar conversation this week, Anton. I have a pretty good job. We both agree I can do better. I'm pushing Aaron. Aaron makes a lot of money. Aaron gets to the bag. I said, bro, I didn't say, you know what? Congratulations, Aaron.
I think that you made it. You know what I told him? I said, I don't care how many 6 figures you got, Aaron. I don't care how many paychecks you show me. I know you can do better because I know what your schedule look like. I know what your calendar. I challenge my people. I challenge them. Aaron, I don't want to hear about what you accomplished. I want to hear where you're going so we can reverse engineer that and create milestones on where you are in your life so that I can push you and help you to understand how you can do better. That's the conversation that me and Aaron is having. Shout out to Sway. He says the sad part about the minimum wage jobs, it used to be only young jits from 14 to 19. Now you got 35 plus year olds still serving food and working a regular register. And listen, we don't have nothing against the regular worker. Nothing against the regular worker. We love regular workers. But you know what we have something against? You not striving to be the best version of yourself. That's the problem. You can't live here.
It's not for everybody. But see what you're saying, I'm with it. But it's not for everybody. If you got to realize, no matter what companies you got,
I agree.
They just not gonna expand their positions because the niggas got ambition.
I agree. But all I'm saying is there's a select group of you don't have to. It's some people that don't get to the other side just because they don't give enough effort. Honestly, it's some people that's talented as hell. Facts. It's some people that really got every tool that they need in their toolbox, but they settle for being average because they don't put in the effort, bro. It's a lot of people like that. And I'm saying that it's some people that don't have to be on that side of the fence. They actually have it. They got everything that they need. They got the support, they got the network, they got the people, they got the information, and they just don't apply it. And so I'm not okay with allowing people to be average. If you try to be successful and you wind up just becoming average, I'm cool with that. But the thing that I don't like is people not putting in the effort, and that's the thing that JR was talking about.
All right, Courtney, go ahead.
I'm about to drop the link in the chat, y'all. Let me read these super chats. I'm dropping a link in the chat. Slight correction, Church of Anton Daniels. Where the bag chasers get chased by the bigger and biggest of bags. No excuses, just solutions and results. Shout out to Daniel M. My dog Logic is in the building. Says, buy some creek water, my dude. You capping. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. I'm dropping it in now. It's not
for everybody. We put so big emphasis of you get
I'm
to
gonna break this down.
Get to the bag. There's people that want to be content. There's people that is happy that I appreciate a man with a 9-to-5 that come and I know when he's coming home.
I love you, Courtney, but good for you, baby.
Shoot that thing up for him at 5:00. Like I like being on a schedule. I like contentment. That's peaceful to me. Me knowing where you are, you knowing where I am, that's peace to me.
You know where? Listen, I'll give you a slot on my Find My, and you can know exactly where I am at all times. But I'm out here chasing bags, baby girl. I'm out here chasing bags. My boy Shameen says, do the work, no excuses. I'm going to get my girl Q up here. I'm going to get Anthony up here. We going to get everybody up here. I only got a limited amount of slots. I got 2 more slots for people that want to join up on and join the panel. Let me pin this to the top of the chat real quick. Let me break down this last part.
Everybody ain't like that. Every woman, we talk about hypergamy. Every woman ain't hypergamous.
That's fact.
Order to find
that's
a woman
wrong.
That's not hypergamous. You got to find a woman that's content.
That's not right.
That's content with being at home and doing the mundane things, and that makes her happy.
Nope.
She's still joyful with going to work and coming home and just cooking and just being regular. I don't see any problem with just being a regular person.
Because you're not a man, Courtney. So you don't know the importance of building and conquering and continuing to push to be the best version of ourselves. You know what Courtney said? And that's my baby. I love Courtney, but I'm gonna just slice this and dice this the way I gotta slice it and dice it. You know what Courtney says? She says, I used to be the one that chased the men with the bags, the football players, dating, and all of these other type of people. Why do you think you were that way, Courtney? Why do you think that was your initial instinct of who you were? Why do you think that was, Courtney? Because you were naturally hypergamous. Naturally hypergamous. That's what you were. And I'm going to be real. I don't expect Courtney to understand men rules. When I talked to Rita, and y'all have heard her on the platforms, I said, what are you in this for? She says, I'm in it for love. She said, what you in it for? I says, I look at marriage as a business first. That's the nature of men. I don't women, Rita has the luxury to be able to look at it from a love perspective. You know why? Because she don't have to go to work every day and bring in resources in order for us to be able to thrive and survive.
I mean, and
You're muted, Anton.
Who
and the
said that
thing
it
is,
was a problem with being a regular person?
well, we're talking.
Hold on,
Well,
hold on.
you
Nobody
in
said
essence,
that.
you in essence kind of said that.
I said
don't
that it's
care.
important
You
for you
said,
to give the effort.
Hold on. I want to say this
so
I want to say this real quick, and I'm gonna get
Let me
that right
fast forward
back
a
to
little bit.
you know, and again, that threshold, like I'd rather hear people telling me about it to trying to motivate me than for people to just be sitting there. No, this is it, dog.
I want to get to this
What
one
we gonna
part.
do? We go for this.
People in that look like y'all. Now, I'm not of that ilk.
On the front end, it may be okay, but on the back end, it may not.
9 to 5 is
How you think they're going to get there? You think that somebody just going to want people to own these companies?
You may need, and it's cool.
I'm about to bring y'all up.
Based off my personal experience, a woman want options. It may come on. I mean, on the front end, it may be okay, but on the back end, it may not.
what do you mean?
I don't think that's settling though.
What is
9 to
that?
5 is settling.
Hold on. You know the thing that I hear on this panel on a regular basis? Y'all want seats at the table. We need more people in leadership. We need more people to own these companies. We need more people in decision makers at the top. We need more people that get into these positions in order to be able to kick the doors down in order to get other people in that look like y'all. Now, I'm not of that ilk in that I align myself with people that look like this. But this is the thing that y'all advocate for and y'all ask for every single day.
Facts.
How you think they're going to get there? You think that somebody just going to give them something? You think it's going to be a diversity and inclusion committee that's just going to point them to these boards? No, you're going to need some people that bust down doors, that don't sleep, that grind, that get to these positions, that it don't happen just because you want it to. If this is what you want, there's going to have to be an army of people that take over as a result of their actions. And they cannot settle and sit here and play games. They're going to have to spend every minute, every waking moment grinding, hustling.
I can't do it. Let me get some people up because I want to get some different opinions. I'm going to go ahead and bring the people up. I got to bring my girl Q up first, as usual. Crazy Q. What just happened? Q, call back. I'm going to get you back up here. All right, hold on. Wait. Let me bring my girl Q up.
My
Crazy
bad.
Q.
I hit myself with my phone.
Bring my dog Ann up. I'm gonna bring
What's
up Jay
going on,
Prince.
Pastor?
I got one more slot just in case anybody want to come up and have this
Thank you.
conversation because I'm curious.
Hi, Anthony. I
What's
will
going
be
on,
long.
Q? You was on the show last night, so I'm gonna let you start off first. What are your thoughts?
I got a question though. You got 2 watches on. Which one you telling time with?
Well, no. This one is the one that I wear, but I do this one because I want to make sure that I keep track of my steps and stuff that I'm doing with the whole fitness thing that I got going on.
Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna be up here long because I'm sick. But when JR initially started the conversation, he was basically saying that 9 to 5s are regular, right? And I don't believe in that. I don't believe 9 to 5 men are regular because there are a lot of men that work 9 to 5 that are making great money. So his first standpoint on that, saying 9 to 5 men are complacent, are regular, that's definitely incorrect. And I don't think we should paint the picture that 9 to 5 men are complacent or regular.
But the context that he was speaking of is men that do just work regular everyday jobs that are satisfied with that being the only thing that comes along in their life. They working for a pension. I've known guys, and I know what JR was talking about. I've known guys that work in a plant and the only thing they care about is getting their 30 in so they can get their pension in. And you know what wind up happening after they retire? Most of them die. Right after that, they have no purpose, they get bored, and a lot of them dudes try to come back into the plant because that was their life. The only life that they ever had was to try and have this 9 to 5 job. That's just what I see on a regular basis. And shout out to all of the super chats.
But I see a lot of men that make good money that love the job that they do.
And that's
right?
cool. We're not tripping off that.
But I don't see that being as complacent. There's reasons why people go to another company and try to get more money or go to interviews for a higher position.
But
But
those are
when working
guys that are striving, Q. Those aren't the guys that we referring to.
but when y'all made it seem just 9 to 5ers,
I
that's
have a 9 to 5, Q.
no, but your 9 to 5 is not a regular 9 to 5, Anton.
Come on, Q.
Anton, look at you right now. What are you
Q,
doing?
I literally worked my way up there, which is one of the reasons why I use myself as an example as to how you can leverage a 9 to 5 in order to continue to get up.
Okay, but your 9 to 5 right now is not what JR was talking about. Nine
Yes,
to
it
five.
was.
It wasn't.
Yes, it
So
No,
was.
so so
we're
Q,
talking
I
about
think
men in corporate America going to clock in, men and women clocking in to 9 to 5s. You don't clock in.
so
But
so
Q,
so
I
Anton,
used to.
let me
Go
jump
ahead,
in on
Ant.
this one.
Go ahead, Ant.
So I think the thing about it is that and this is this whole thing that we start arguing about words. And basically Anton and JR are right. What they're saying is the 9 to 5 mindset.
Yeah.
He's talking about a mindset, a complacent mindset. He's not talking about there are dudes that you're right. There are dudes that work 9 to 5 that make. I was underwriting a dude's loan. He works at a title company. His W-2 said he made $1 million. He's 9 to 5, but it's a what we're talking about is mindset. We're not talking about the physical person. It is a mindset. That's what Anton is talking about. Mindset. Not the
Okay, so
physical
this
person, mindset.
okay, so this is my last question. What if a 9 to 5 man was making 200K and he was okay with that?
It, his mindset.
So that's not enough. He should strive for more.
No, we don't. I don't know if it's enough. It's his mindset. Anton's point is that there's not a ceiling. The only ceiling is your mindset. The only ceiling is your mindset. That's the only ceiling. I mean, and nobody's saying that making even 80,000. Well, actually making 8,000 is a problem. But even if you're making 80,000, nobody's saying that that's bad. We're saying mindset. Why cap your mindset at 80,000?
I want to
Hold
add something to
on.
that.
The shit. Oh, my bad. Go. Cause this.
I,
What's your name?
I
I need
want.
to
I
see
want
these so I can call them
to.
out.
The 9 to 5 guy. True. It's a lot of men that is
You're muted
making
again.
making
No, I
like
know.
200.
I know. I was talking about something else. No, I do want to get. Hold on, Jay Prince. I'm gonna come to you in a second. Logic was on the panel yesterday, so I do want to get his thoughts. Real, also. Logic, what's your thoughts?
I'm not saying it's not wrong. Everybody should strive for greatness. See, I mean, look, just by me, look, I get a retirement check. I get 100% VA disability. I work, and I'm working with Lapeef, right? So it men do that all the time. But this millionaire mindset is not a mindset for everybody because it's not a slot for everybody. So, and I understand, you know what? Go ahead, then, nigga. You go ahead.
But he
I just,
but
hey, nigga,
logic.
you
He
even
never
let me
said
finish.
millionaire.
Did I say something when you was talking?
Anton never said millionaire.
Did I say something when you was talking though?
Go ahead.
But no, you go ahead now. I want to call it out. Cause look, nigga, I can still fade to black.
Faith.
Go
Oh
ahead,
my
say your
God.
shit.
Faith to black. Look. Once again, he's not saying millionaire mindset. He never said be a millionaire. That's not what he never said that not one time in everything that he said. And this whole thing, he never said anything about being a CEO. He never said anything. He said that there is a class warfare. And y'all are not listening to what he's saying. Y'all getting emotional and logic, like you said, you getting triggered. He never
Nigga,
said millionaire. He never
you didn't
said
let me finish.
CEO. He never
Hold up,
said
hold up.
entrepreneur. He
Wait.
never said
Who got
entrepreneur.
triggered? No, nigga. Who got triggered if you cut me off?
You
Yo,
got triggered.
no,
Logic,
let's keep it funny. Who got triggered? You cut me off. So who got triggered?
Who faded
Now
the
I'm
black? I didn't fade the black.
stupid ass niggas, boy. See, that's why I don't deal with y'all. That I don't deal with y'all. You YouTube niggas get this fake ass fucking millionaire mindset and goddamn
Logic. Let's stay on point, bro.
Go ahead, bro. We're
Come
not
on,
gonna cut you
Logic.
off. Go ahead.
bruh, listen what I'm saying. I understand everybody should grind and get it and strive for greatness. But even with this YouTube shit, do you understand it's not a slot for everybody to be a million goddamn subscriber YouTuber?
Yes, sir.
But I'm not saying don't strive for it, do it. But let's be realistic. It's not. You gonna have some duds. You gonna have nigga fizzle out. That's part of life. That's why I use the example of playing basketball. In your local hood, you was probably the best. You played in middle school, they faded out. Then you get to high school, they fade out again. You get to college, they fade out again. And then they get to the NBA. So it's only so many positions in life. Everybody cannot be the bag chase. Well, everybody can kind of have a bag chasing mentality. And then, like I said, I consider myself having a bag chasing mentality because guess what? Right now, I'm leveraging multiple lines of income. So I'm always striving. But I mean, let's be honest. Is it a position for everybody to do this? That's all I'm saying.
Logic. How did you determine that you was gonna be a bag chaser? How did you determine that you wasn't gonna be a one to be the server?
How did I determine that?
Yeah.
I was always a bag chaser.
So
I was always a bag chaser.
So why does it make sense?
My brothers was also.
But I'm saying you could have just chilled. You could have got your retirement, and then you could have got your regular job. Why do the Lapeef stuff? Why do the 4, 5, 6 different streams of income? Why not just chill? Why not just relax and go off to retirement alone?
Right.
Because I'm still young, and then goddamn, I just like to do. And then the thing is what I'm telling you is the things that I'm doing now is things I like to do. My job is not something that if I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it. If I wouldn't like Lapeef, I wouldn't do it. So I'm not saying, but the thing is that the whole mindset of this millionaire mindset, getting it, it's not feasible for everybody. It's feasible for the people who do it. That's why history shows us that only a certain amount of niggas gonna get it, and certain niggas ain't.
The only ones that don't get it is more people with the mindset that I'm not going to be able to get it, which makes it much more accessible for people like me. It's no reason why I should be at the top. I'm literally a C student, right? I'm not the smartest dude in the toolbox. I'm not the fastest. I'm not the tallest. I'm not none of that. It's no reason why people that I should be beating anybody that's watching this show right now. No reason. The only reason I did it, it's not because it wasn't enough spaces. It's because I wasn't looking to be a basketball player. I'm looking to be Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert, you can be a Dan Gilbert. You got a much better chance of being a Dan Gilbert than you do of being a LeBron James. So the problem is that we keep looking at the LeBron James and the little babies and the Jay-Z's and saying that that's what I want to be, instead of looking at the Dan Gilberts and looking at his blueprint or looking at the Warren Buffetts, because the Warren Buffett blueprint can literally be applied to anybody. The difference is that there's more people than not that's not going to do it, which makes it much easier for people like me to walk through the door. That's the only difference.
Okay, you said Dan Gilbert, right? Ain't Dan Gilbert the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yes.
Okay, now, how many NBA teams is it out there?
But no, you missing it, Mr. Logic. Wait.
Say I'm using your
29, 30, something like that, right?
Okay, so now, is it a cap on the people who can be Dan Gilbert?
No.
It's only, you just say it's only so many NBA
because
teams.
You're looking at the after effects of him acquiring the money, but there's more people than not that can do the things that Dan Gilbert did to get to the point to buy an NBA team.
But I'm using your example. You use Dan Gilbert. So now
Correct.
what you just proved, it is a cap.
No, because the problem is that enough people don't know how Dan Gilbert got rich in the first place. We looking at the NBA team and we saying, okay, I want to buy an NBA team. And we saying, well, it's only so many NBA teams. The problem is that nobody is studying to understand how Dan Gilbert got to the point to where he can buy an NBA team. I'm not saying pay attention to the Dan Gilbert today. I'm saying to understand how Dan Gilbert got there in the first place.
So Logic, can I ask you a question? I fundamentally believe this here. I believe that your story is a closer blueprint to reality of what the average dude, your story, is a closer blueprint of success for the average dude that's out here. Whereas that you take Anton is now that level up to the next level, but the blueprint of your story is a closer, more realistic story. Because one thing you're consistent about is this here. You tear down these social norms of how you tear down constantly these social economic norms. Stop being a fucking rapper. Stop trying to be a fucking YouTuber. Stop being, flashy. That is your whole point message. And the thing that I literally just heard you say is that you went to the military, you did your service, you got your retirement, you got your disability, and you work in a job now that you enjoy in addition to you got other streams. That's the blueprint of success.
But what you fail to realize is you're incorrect. My blueprint is not taken by a lot. Anton have a blueprint that's taken by a lot. If you do the math,
Wait, say it again. Say it again.
Wait. Let me finish. My blueprint is only done by less than 9% of the U.S. My blueprint is done by less than 9% of the males in the United States, right? Anton blueprint is probably done by 20% of the males in the United States. So you're incorrect. Mine is the path that's least traveled. That's why on my path is way more benefits that I can sit at the age of 38 and just chill. I can chill. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go.
So which path is more attainable? Your path or Anton's path?
Anton paths.
So you think that more people can obtain what Anton has done than what you've done?
Yes, because look at the data.
Okay.
What does the data say? What does the data say?
I think you're wrong.
But okay, you can think what you can think whatever you think.
So
no. Let's deal with the data. What does the data say?
The data says in terms of what the average black man makes what 45,000 a year.
No. What does the data say about taking my path compared to Anton path?
Okay.
If you want to get it,
go ahead.
No, I'm saying, what does the data say?
Okay, the fact of the matter is that the data may say that you just literally quoted the stats. No. You quoted the stats. You said that 9% go your path, 20% go Anton's path. But here's my question: which one has the most outcome? There are more dudes like you than like Anton.
Use a lie. See, I told you it's 9% that actually go into what I do. Now, when you get to the actual ones that do 20 years, they retire, you get a lesser amount. So you want to ride Anton dick and you make yourself look bad.
No, I'm not. I'm basically no. Watch this here. See, this is what you're failing to realize. I'm literally sitting here regurgitating your argument, and I'm basically saying that there are more dudes, if they followed the path that you followed, there would be no conversation. Because here's the fact of the point that y'all miss. In one of the groups, in the Patreon groups, and it just amazes me how people are so blind that they can't see. They sit up here and they watch what Anton do as far as his watches, the cars, and blah blah blah. But the fact of the matter is that they don't take on the financial literacy. The dude is literally saying go get a W-2 job and work. He never says be an entrepreneur.
You see how you was making you made a point. I refuted your point with facts.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because the point that I'm making is no, don't cut me off. Just like you said. The point that I'm making is this here. The point that I'm making is this here. There are more dudes that can go to the military and be, instead of taking the path of being
I want to go to Jay Prince after this too, just to let y'all know.
Okay, cool. Instead of taking the path to being a YouTuber, instead of taking the path to being a rapper, and instead of taking these here fucking dumbass paths, take the path that Logic took. Go to the military. If you're 20 years old, instead of being sitting in a fucking closet doing YouTubes and playing games, go to the military like Logic did. Spend 8-9 years. You'll get a retirement. You'll get a pension. You'll get a skill set, and then you'll come out being successful. That's the path. We got to change the narrative. Change the narrative. Because if you sit here at 38 years old and you literally working because you want to, that is a success story. So I'm not riding Anton's dick. I'm basically promoting your path.
All right. All I'm saying is
promoting your path.
I know we want to go, but like I said, the point you made, right? I showed you your point was not accurate at all.
So what you're saying is that your path is not accurate.
Okay, nigga. Go.
Because that's my point.
Nigga, would you shut up and let me finish? You saw I shut up when you was talking? See, I can't deal with niggas. Something wrong with you motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you. I don't know what's wrong with you niggas.
Hey, Logic, I love you, bro.
Can y'all hear me? Hello?
I love you too. But nigga, I'm gonna call it straight.
I want to get to Jay Prince too, y'all. I want to get to Jay Prince.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, when we talk about the top of the, hey Anthony, hey what's that? I've got your name on the end.
Sway.
Yeah, Sway. My bad, Sway. I be getting my bad, Sway. And Logic. Hey everybody. I want to get to the part where the 9 to 5. Okay, I listened to Dame Dash. Everything what JR was saying is basically what Dame was talking about years ago. Where like we shouldn't strive to be workers. Okay, like in my mindset, I believe that if you is going to work a 9 to 5, I think men should have a certain time limit of how long they work a 9 to 5. I don't think you should retire from a 9 to 5. I think in my goal, I worked this 9 to 5 between 3 to 5 years and into owning my own stuff, taking that money that I make from a 9 to 5 to owning my own stuff. Because I know people that worked at a job, a 9 to 5 for 20, 30 years. Then they boss came to them and said, okay, we got to lay you off.
Mm-hmm.
Now they going through mental health conditions because that's all. This job is all they knew. You know. Then when you owning your own stuff, it don't feel like a job. It feel like you building. Like it's a difference if I work at McDonald's and the line is long. You gonna be like, damn, man, that line long. I'm damn near ready to quit. But it's a difference when you the owner of McDonald's. That line is long. You know everybody that's there. That's your money.
That's good stuff, Jay Prince.
Huh?
I said that's good stuff. Keep that up.
Yeah. And go to the second thing I got to get off. Okay, I hear Anton they talk about helping and stuff like that, and like you right, Anton. You don't really have to do nothing for people. You doing it out the kindness of your heart and all this other stuff. When I first became on the panel and stuff, when y'all allowed me in, I was so proud. I felt so proud and happy. I thought I was doing something. And especially when you told me that you was reaching out to me and stuff like that. to put me on my feet, and I believed in that. My don't you know me, Anton? You know I got to speak what's on my mind. I feel like I got put on the back burner. I'm in the back. Like I want to, like I want to, because I be going around bragging on this channel. I be going around bragging on this channel, and I be telling them, man, sign up for Anton Daniels show. They actually reach out. These is millionaires, and they actually reach out and help you help you become way better than what you is. I be going around advertising this stuff. Then they always ask me, they paying you? Then I be lying because I be like, I know that, you know what I'm saying?
Why
I
you
had to
gotta
lie
lie, bro?
because it makes me feel like I'm doing all this stuff for nothing.
Doing all what?
Like
Do we
coming
do we
on
not
and
wait. Let's back up. Do we not ensure that you get your therapy?
yeah, the therapy. I'm saying, as far as like how you say you got people that come on the panel, they work for you. I'm like, man, damn, I ain't get that opportunity.
Do you have a show?
No,
So why are you expecting to get paid just because you jump on a panel? Should I
no,
pay
that's
you?
not what.
No. Let me ask you a question. Should I pay you right now because you joined the panel voluntarily?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I have seen you, Anton, put people that jump on the panel just as well as I did.
But
But
here's the thing, though, Jay Prince. Here's the other part of it. You got a lot of work to do on yourself. Agreed? How many
okay,
times have you jumped on a panel, said some egregious stuff, just in a general sense? How many times have you jumped on a panel, did some egregious stuff, and then I had to back channel you in and have conversations to make sure that I continue to pull you in? Have I abandoned you?
no, but
Hold
now
on,
Anton,
wait. Let's answer the question. Have I abandoned you?
no,
Do you have my personal cell phone number? Do you reach out to me at
yep,
3 and 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm asleep?
no, I don't do that.
Jay Prince?
Do I?
Jay Prince.
I don't remember. Usually, if I do call you around that time, you probably was on the live stream around that because we be on the live around that time.
Jay Prince. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Nobody promised you anything. But what we do is we try to look for people to give them opportunities. But I will say that in your case, since you wanted to bring it up, you shoot yourself in the foot more often than not.
How do I do that?
Sway, would you like to join in on this conversation? Any? I don't know if you want to join in on this conversation because
Can I say
I
something
don't.
before you go?
No. Because the one thing that I don't want to do is that I don't want to put your business out there for everybody that's watching this because it's a lot of people watching right now. If
Oh,
you want to kick it with me and call me, that's a different conversation. But I will say that more often than not, you are your own worst enemy.
Honestly, I mean, I get both sides, but Jay Prince, you gotta understand that, when we come up on these panels, we're doing it voluntarily, one, and then two, I've been on the network for a while. I think JR might have sent me some just out of the blue just to show appreciation. But unless I actually get my own show like JB or start my own channel or, actually hit them up to try to make money moves to see, what I can do to get on the payroll, I can't expect them to just outright pay me. You know what I mean? And then to Anton's point where you shoot your own self in the foot, I mean, like, how many times have you just barked up or started spazzing or calling people all types of ad hominem attacks, I don't know, I forget his name, but you called somebody a pig, you almost came at me, you came at Q. I mean, I'm sure there's other instances. So I'm just saying at some point, you got to take some accountability and,
oh,
chase
oh yeah,
that opportunity. They're not just going to
I,
give it to you. You got to show
I
some
can.
value as to why would they pay you? What do you
Oh,
bring
oh,
to the market to get paid for?
okay, Sway. Let me. When you say, because I do want to, because that part been bothering me because like they say like. For the one when I came at, I ain't gonna say her name, but the old girl when I disrespect the old girl, in which I did took accountability and I publicly apologized. Sometimes apologies don't work, but at least I did my part for myself. However, though, I remember when I first came on a panel. and this particular person was allowed to disrespect people, did Anton say, hold on, she can say whatever she want to say. And with that, when he did that, he gave her permission and allowed her to have these type of stuff that clearly I'm saying that I don't like that part. I don't like to be talked to like that. But the same grace wasn't pulled. The same grace didn't have when he allowed this woman to, because and we talk about this all the time on the panel, how men do not hold women accountable, and we allow women, certain women,
Jay
to do
Hold
Prince,
on,
let
JB.
me
everything
Hold
ask,
on,
let
that
me
they
ask
want
JB.
you.
to
Hold
Hold
on,
on,
do.
wait, wait,
hold
wait,
on,
wait. Let me
JB.
ask you a
I
question,
want to
Jay
stay
Prince,
on
because I'm
And
topic.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
trying to
stop
start
you
no
right there.
argument on the panel.
I'm gonna stop you right there. How do you know what the same way that I just said, hey Jay, I'm not gonna put your business out there. I'd have a conversation with you on the back end. How do you know that I didn't have a conversation with them on the back end also? Because I don't put everybody's business out there. I don't have to reprimand people in front of people in order to try to justify it in the eyes of everybody else. The only thing I care about is the results. The only thing I care about is the behavior. The only thing I care about is putting the people in a position of power. I'm not going to do it in front of you just to make you feel
I,
good. You don't
I respect.
know. No, 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 no. You don't know the conversations that I have with people on the back end the same way that I talk to you on the phone. And I didn't necessarily put your business out there when you was doing some of the most egregious stuff. And I said, Jay, this is what we got to do. A, B, C, D. And I'm not going to talk about what we talked about. But
Right.
did I go out there and advertise what I talked to you about on the phone?
No, you didn't. No,
So
you
why
didn't.
would I do it why would I do it to somebody
I,
else?
that's not what I'm, Anton. I'm not asking you to do that. I don't want you to get upset because I already know how your mindset is. I'm not trying to disrespect you or offend you. What
I
I
think you
am
muted
saying
Logic
though,
if you was trying to say
uh,
something.
can I get this off?
Go
I
ahead.
remember. I
Hello?
remember
Hey, can y'all
Logic.
hear me?
I remember the
Hold
first.
on, hold on,
Hold
hold
on,
on,
Logic. Hold on. I'm gonna
hold
use your
on.
point when you told
Let
me
him
in the beginning.
let him get his point off, Logic, and then you can jump in, bro.
Yeah, but we talking
Logic.
about these issues. And if we get to the topic of the conversation, I'm gonna tell you, Jay Prince, you is exact example of why I'm right and Anton and the brother on top is wrong. I'm gonna give it to you, right? You've been saying something about a food
I want
truck
to
for a
before you give
long.
it to me. I
Wait,
want to get this point because it has something to do with what you
wait.
said to me a while ago.
Just let me say it, because I want to talk about the topic of the show. The topic of the show, and I'm gonna give an example. I've been hearing you, brother, talking about a food truck for a while, right? I
Right.
personally told you, put together a business plan. If you need help, I will help you, and I will invest in you and find other people to invest in you, right? I
And I'm
told you
sure
that.
Anton would do the same
Wait,
thing
let me
too.
look at my notes. Wait, I'm gonna tell you my exact time I told you that.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
No, I'm gonna tell you how. This is how I think. Look, I told you that 37 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my calendar. 37 days ago, I told you I will invest in you because I had a hot dog stand. I had a hot dog stand. So I know it's bread. So I told you, hey, come up with a business plan. I invest in you. The other brother, Cash, was on the panel. He said, you know what? I invest in you too. It's 37 days. You ain't present no business plan to nobody. So, like I said, to me, you all cap. You all talk. And then this is not disrespect because like I said, I washed my hand of the situation. And I'm gonna say it now on live because it proved the point. Everybody don't have that mentality. And then no matter what, you know what I'm saying? The only way you can do it, if I get the money together, I put the business plan together for you and deliver you the business plan and the food truck. That's how I feel about it. And you got people on here that got $5,000. And I promise you, put a 1 in the chat if you got an extra $5,000 that you invest in a fucking food truck. Now watch this. And I know they got money.
Can I respond to you, Logic, or can I ever finish
Yeah,
my
no,
statement?
but I'm being
Okay.
real with you.
Okay, but this thing with the food truck is y'all could call it cap, but I spent all of my money besides the little money my baby mama got, everything, my time and my money in that food truck because that's what I believe. Now my thing is I want to go back to what I was saying before you cut me off. I remember when you first came on when I first met you on this show. and we got into it on the late night. And you said people on the panel don't really respect me. They look at me like I'm a clown. At first, I didn't believe you, but then I started saying, "I'm like, okay, maybe Logic was right." Then I started noticing every time I speak, and a lot of people done said some disrespectful, greasy stuff outside of me, not just me. A lot of people done said some greasy stuff to people. I understand, like I came on here and I said maybe I can't articulate myself.
Hey,
Hold on,
JP.
Logic. Hold on, I'll let you
No,
finish.
no, no, no. I don't want to
Hold on,
look.
hold on, Logic. You
No,
see
I
this
want you
the
to
thing.
no, I want you to do. Look, JP, I want you to do one thing. Look at the chat and see the ones in the chat. This is what
Okay,
I want you to do.
Can I say something? I just
Hold on,
honestly,
hold on,
can
hold
we
on.
just
See, I can't even
wait?
finish
hold
my
on,
point.
Sweat.
Everybody want to say something when I'm talking.
Well, I just wanted to
I
stick on
let
topic.
everybody else get the chance to finish their
No,
point.
JP, this is bigger than this little argument. I want you to
I know
look
this
at
not no.
the chat.
This not no. I understand.
I know,
I'm trying to clear that
JP.
up because I don't want people
No,
thinking I'm capping about
no,
my
JP,
business
JP.
plan.
Listen, JP. Please look at the chat and see the ones in the chat.
I see
Please
the ones. Yeah,
see the ones.
I see the ones.
Now watch
Yeah.
this. Watch this. Now watch this. Now I guarantee you that these individuals would invest $1,000 to see you do better. All them ones in $1,000, and I know Anton probably got 5 to invest. Shit, if he got 5, I got 2. And then I'll hold us accountable. So like instead of arguing with us on this shit, go get your business plan together. Because at the end of the day, guess what I want to see you do? I want to see you grow. You got a live stream right now that you can call me out and say, hey, Logic said this. The niggas put ones in the chat and said that, and they did not do it. Stop talking to us. Stop. That's all I'm
So I think
saying,
that
bro.
Logic.
Like,
I'm
hey,
gonna
look, I
concede my
want
point.
to win. I
Hey,
want to
Logic.
see
I'm
you
gonna
win, bro.
concede my
I'm
point.
telling
You
you.
win.
Even if I want to see you win. Now, look, I'm going to reset my goddamn timer. Look, and I'm going to do it right in front of your face. I'm going to make an invite JP business plan.
And I want to say this to the audience. I want to say this. Hold on, Anton. I want to say this. I want to say this to the audience. I'm coming at these Anton them and lodging them because I really feel like in my heart that these my family members. This ain't no diss to them at all. This is I feel like this. You know, I'm one of the family members. Probably feel like the black sheep, but I still consider them as my family. When I was watching them, I hated that I wasn't there in Houston. You know what I'm saying? But I was watching the videos and stuff. I felt, you know, really feel like these is my peoples. I didn't come on this. I didn't come on the show to pick up people to hate or want to have violence or you know what I'm saying. Don't like. I really feel like y'all. I come here because I'm allowed to be myself, even when even when I'm upset. Most times I'll be upset about the topics, but not really upset with the people. And I don't know how to articulate myself better than a lot of these educated people. So when I'm trying to express myself, it might come off wrong. And I can agree with a lot of stuff I say can come off wrong, but I don't be meaning no harm. It's not saying that I hate these people and I don't be meaning no harm. I might be mad at them for about 2 minutes. Then I'm back happy about another topic. I just want the audience to know. I don't want them to think that I'm, you know, whatever. But I look at the Lapeef family as my extended family.
So hey, Logic. I'm a concede. You're right. I was
Hold on,
wrong.
y'all. Hold on. I gotta acknowledge the super chats.
Okay.
I gotta
I'm sorry.
acknowledge
Go
my
ahead.
dog Ken. Because Ken just dropped a 500 ball. And so I just want to make sure that I acknowledge everybody that makes sure that they support the platform, that sends super chats. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Ken. Ken is the sponsor of today's show.
along with every other super chat. But I want to make sure that I acknowledge one of the people that he got my phone number. We kick it. I push him. I hold him accountable. And I just want to appreciate everybody that support the platform because we trying to do something that's unconventional, that's not really done on a regular basis. I got to give a shout out to Logic for continuing to pour into Jay Prince. Jay Prince, I'm going to just say, bro, man, you have, I would say within the last few months, bro, you got more opportunity than anybody that I know. And I'm talking about from a business perspective, from a therapy perspective, from an opportunity to kick it with people that you wouldn't normally have access to perspective, to forgiveness perspective. If I'm you, honestly, I'm not even talking no more. I'm just taking
Right.
advantage of and I'm working and
Exactly.
I'm doing. Now, you can do what you want with that information. You can play it however you feel like you want to play it. But all I'm saying is I'm going to lean on a thing that my high school principal used to tell me all the time. Success is when opportunity meet preparation. So if you not on your grind and if you not sleeping so that you can make sure that you can build out this business or get this business plan over the Logic or whatever, that's on you, bro. Anything that happens in your life, especially now, whether you're successful or whether you fail, is all going to be on you. It ain't gonna be nobody's fault but you. It ain't your mama, your daddy, your friends, how you was taught, how you was raised, black women, baby mamas, nobody. It's all on you, bro. You have more opportunity than anybody I know on the internet right now, and it's on you.
And I appreciate y'all. I've been trying to contact Logic for a little while now. I don't got his info, and and then when we got into it that day, I'm like, damn, I done messed up, you know. But that's family stuff. We gonna get into it. I didn't look at Logic like he my enemy. You know what I'm saying? I still don't look at that's my dude. I like Logic. That's my boy because he gonna speak
You
his
better
mind. He
like
gonna tell
him.
me what I hear. And
I said you better like him. Logic put up his money. He put up my money. You better like him.
Yeah, that's. But man, the only reason I didn't have it, I'm not making no excuses. But like me writing up like business plans and stuff like that, I'm not good at. I'm more hands on. I can show you the work that I done did a lot of work in that truck. Like I done devoted a lot
JP,
of work and
JP,
money in that truck.
hold up. If you can help JP with his business plan, can you please put a one in the chat?
JP got access to all of the information and insight and the people that he needs. I'm gonna say that.
Literally,
We no.
Anton
Hey, listen.
owns
This
a
is what
I'm
we
gonna
gonna
hop on.
do.
I'm gonna hop on that stuff
This is
today.
what we gonna do from now on. And you know how to get in the Discord. You know how to find the people that you need to find. You got different people's numbers. This is what we gonna do. We not hand holding no more. You got the offer. However you play it is on you. Whatever happens going forward is 100% your responsibility. It's not my fault. It's not JR fault. It's not Logic fault. It's not the chat fault. We not dragging you no more. You gonna have to do what you got to do in order to make sure that you get what you gonna get. It's all on you from now on.
I could respect that. And I want to ask you a question though. When it comes to these topics, when we be having,
Forget the
so when you,
topics, bro. For you, the topics don't matter. The only thing that matters for you is this business that you're trying to do. It's the only thing that you
okay,
should care about right now is that. Forget the
all right,
topics. We don't care about the topics for you. The
all
only
right.
thing that matters is grinding and hustling. That's the
And
only thing you should be caring about, bro.
I'm gonna keep it funky. Look, and I'm not telling you what to do, because like I said, I got brothers that you remind me of. Trust me, I got brothers in jail. I got brothers all fucked up for life. So, like I said, you know what? I want to see you win. You know what? Until you get that business plan, fuck these panels. These panels ain't gonna do shit for you. Don't do it. Fuck these panels. I look at these motherfuckers in the chat, and you know you can reach out to Anton and say, "Hey, how do I start this?" It's niggas in here that do shit. I don't know nothing about no business plan, but I said, guess what? You remind me of my brother. So guess I will put my ass on the line for it. And like I said, just do it. Fuck these panels ain't gonna do shit for you, but make you mad, bring up trauma, remind you of shit, handle your business. And then never love for me to you, guess what? And if I don't tell you that way, then I don't give a fuck about you. If I just sit here and say, nah, Jay Prince, get on the panel and fuck around all night, then I don't give a fuck about you. So that's why I'm telling you how I'm telling you. Handle your business. Make me a liar. Make all them niggas that put a goddamn one in the chat a liar. And expose the fuck out of me. Cause you ain't gonna expose me, nigga. Cause I'm finna have my goddamn look. As soon as you do it, I'm just not finna throw no money at you. The nigga, the bank, somebody gonna look at this shit and say it legit. And I'm willing to lose $1,000. Because guess what? If we put our money into you and you fuck it up,
Don't know.
we try. It gonna cause me some. I mean, that's my Christian Louis Vuitton for the goddamn month, and it's they Christian Louis Vuitton for the month. It's Anton goddamn Balenciaga's whatever the fuck he get for the month. We not gonna sleep over that. But the thing is, if you fumble this opportunity, then you might not get it again.
Well, with that being said, I'm gonna hop off this panel. I'm gonna try to get the business plan together, and I'm dead serious because I really, that food truck means a lot to me because that could lead teaching my daughters and them how to own their own stuff because I don't want my daughters and them working for nobody, and I believe in that food truck gonna put me on a bigger level than what I am right now. I don't really like working for people, and I invested a lot in there, and I'm finna get on that business plan right now. And I contact Anton when I'm done with it.
All right.
All right.
Much success to you, JP.
Thanks to Jay Freeman. I appreciate you for the super chat, the 100 ball, bro. I appreciate you for continuing to cook, man, and supporting the platform. I love you, bro. Go ahead, Sway. I know that you had some stuff.
You got $2,000 in the super chat right now.
Yeah, well, YouTube gonna take half of it, but I appreciate, but we gonna do what we do. Go ahead, Sway. What was you about to say?
I guess my original thought of coming up here, I had questions for it, but to just end up on JP, we got here because he wanted to get paid for being on the panel, or outside of the food truck. I think people who come on the panel gotta understand that if you want to get paid, you have to bring value outside of just coming up and talking your own opinion and then leaving. You got to invest in the channel. Ask JR how, ask him if you can even get a show, and he'll probably ask you what topics or what, it's going to be a process. It's not just going to be a given. You know what I mean? I'm sure JB did the same, or they had a conversation about what they could talk about. And I guess
let me say this. No, but let me say this though to that though, because we do separate responsibilities, me and JR or whatever, and all of that, and we try to. He's staying in his lane and I stay in my lane. I'm gonna be honest with some people, bro, and this ain't to nobody in particular. This ain't got nothing to do with Jay Prince or none of that. Some people are not built to have a YouTube show, bro. Everybody ain't got it. Everybody ain't a personality. You know what I'm saying? Just because, and listen, here's the other key. Nobody is stopping nobody from starting their own channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some people that got it, or we look for talent, or we look for things and certain people and all of that, or see how they mesh with certain panels based off of where we trying to build certain brands and things like that. And then other times it's just some people they just not built for it, bro. Some people just ain't YouTubers. I'ma just be real. Just like everybody can't be a basketball player, everybody can't be a rapper. Your talent might be in something else, but it don't mean that you can't be successful. It just means that you may not be built for that thing. That's all. Right? The whole point that I created the late night live stream is so that I can keep people in the house so they ain't out here losing their money and getting finessed and losing, you know what I'm saying, getting cracked over the head by some dude because, you know what I'm saying, he followed her home because he thought she was getting with a chick and she set him up, or they getting drunk. I created the late night live stream for us to have conversations and to extend the platform. It grew into something else completely different. Aaron, Brittany, they was the ones that piloted it. Aaron is continuing to rock it. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure that I compensate and I take care of Aaron and all of that other type of stuff. He never asked for one dime, not one dime, but I make sure that I give him, you know what I'm saying? All of the stuff that come in, when it comes out, I make sure I take care of him and all of that. But again, like me and JR, we don't owe nobody nothing.
You know what I'm saying? We put people on and we looking for opportunity, but we give away way more than we actually take in. A lot of times, more than we have to. We ain't gave no. I ain't never gave
Close the door,
business no
please.
contract,
Thank you.
but we did pay for his therapy. We did give him an opportunity. We do try him on certain panels. You know what I'm saying. And I'm not gonna talk about the conversations that we have in the back chat, but come on, man.
Anton, that was my whole point.
No, I feel you.
You can, like I said, is that, but the only reason I gripped on to JP with that, because I did the hot dog stand. I know it is. I mean, I can look at it and say, hey, this is what I did. I bought a hot dog stand out of New Jersey for $3,000. And I took my ass outside all the clubs and I sold motherfucking goddamn hot dogs. And I sold sausage to drunk niggas. And I was making a bag.
Yeah.
So I know it's feasible. If he got that grind, I know it's feasible. You know what I'm saying? Because when he come with a food truck business plan, you know what? I'll be like this. Hey, look, you need to get a hot dog stand first. And you need to get your hustle. And then now, instead of us buying you a food truck, you get a hot dog stand. And now you grind up to your own food
But
truck.
it's all gonna be all for him. We at this point, I'm telling you, I'm not dragging nobody to the promised land. I give people every single thing that they need in order to be successful, and it's all on him. He got more opportunity than anybody that I've ever seen that came on these panels.
Shit. Can they hit my super chat though? My cash app.
For sure.
$$, Magic Bass Checker takes a
I mean,
404.
look, check this out. Q, I go on the late night live streams for free. There's been many times Anton wanted to send me money and I denied it Denied it every time. Just because we come on a panel does not mean we should be entitled to get money. I would be like, Q, listen, you held it down for me, baby. Let me make sure that I send you this bag. She'd be like, no, I'm not taking nothing.
Yeah, offer me no bag. I'll be on the late.
Nah, you got enough bags. You good. I showed up
that's
in
fucked up.
Me,
That's
I'll do it.
racist.
I showed up in Bally's.
I'm young. I'm a young jit. I need another income.
I
I'll do
showed up
that
in
shit.
Bally's and he showed up in Lubes. I said, okay, to my own meetup. I said, Logic got me out here looking like a dusty. What's going on, Joshua?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Can you guys hear me well?
Chilling. Yeah, we good. We can hear you. What's happening, big dog?
So I just wanna say something really quickly to anybody looking to get into STEM. The cloud technology is a big space right now. That means Microsoft Azure and AWS,
Yep.
Google Cloud. They're all huge right now. They're literally throwing money at anybody with the most minimal of experience. You don't need a lot of money to take the courses. The Azure courses are free. Please sign up to the Azure courses. I'm not sponsored by Microsoft, just FYI. I'm just a millionaire Patreon member. The AWS courses are free and
Yep.
they pay a lot of money. You're
They
looking
do.
to a guy. You're looking at a guy here who's making that money. Regarding AWS, regarding Azure and things like that. Really quickly before I leave, I want to address the young lady who was here before, who said, if a guy makes $200,000, is that enough to be complacent? The problem with that is that a guy who makes $200,000 is not complacent by nature. He's not gonna stay at
He
$200,000.
didn't get there because he was
didn't get there.
complacent.
Correct. So that is, if you find the guy who makes $200,000 and is complacent, play the lottery, because you might win on that. But no guy makes $200,000. No guy makes over six figures and is complacent where he stays at. That's just facts. And the gentleman, I just want to address Logic, the gentleman Logic, who, when you were talking about the being an owner of the Cavaliers, from my understanding, what I took away from that is that, yeah, there could only be one Cavalier owner, but the fundamental blueprint to maybe owning a basketball team or owning multiple businesses or owning multiple franchises, that's still the same. So I just wanted to say that. So I don't think you meant there can be 10 owners of the Cavaliers. I think you meant the fundamental blueprints of being a Cavalier owner, of being an Eagles owner, of being a Applebee's franchise owner. Those fundamentals, finances are still the same. And the last thing I want to say, if anybody's looking to get into the tech field and they don't know where to start, or they have a resume that they need to fix, just go. My email is, I'll put it in the chat. It's Murillo Technologies at support@murillotechnologies.com. That's support@morelotechnologies.com. You guys have questions on how to get into STEM.
If y'all
You
not
guys need
taking
help.
advantage of these opportunities of these people, and I'm telling you, listen. This guy is a part of my community, man. And these are the type of people that I surround myself by, because there is no place on the internet for us to all really come together and be able to kick it and have conversations based off of the different professions that we live in, or the different business practices, or the mindsets that we come from. And this is the group of people that be at the meetups. These are the conversations that we have in the Patreon, because there is no other place for us to do it. So I said, listen, there is no place for us to do it. I need to create the environment for us to be able to thrive in that way. And that's why we kick it the way that we kick it. That's why we move the way we move, because there is now a group of people that you can align yourself with that may be cooking on a whole nother level, or adding value, or saying, hey, I got this opportunity over here. Bro, I don't know how many times that I put people in position. I say, hey, Stan, he's a civil engineer. I got this young guy. He just got into college. He's looking for mentorship. I'm going to connect y'all. Him and Stan is dope. They are friends now. This guy over here, he owns or he just leveled up and he became senior vice president of a cybersecurity firm. And he's looking for
Look at
people, and
that.
he's saying, hey, all you got to do is take this 6-month course. I'm going to put you in this position, and you're going to be getting the bag. And you're going to start off making $165,000 a year. Plus, we're going to give you a $25,000 signing bonus. I put people in those positions in the room with each other for them to be able to secure those bags, and they secure them. But then you'll have people telling me, no, Anton, look, man, I can only make $45,000 a year. No, you don't. I've created the environment for you to be able to tap in with people that can put you in a different position with a minimal amount of experience. And then here's the key. We're not saying that you just got to lean on that $165,000. We saying, okay, look, we going to get you to 165, but then what we going to do is we going to push you so that you can get to the point to where you can start pulling other people up and get them they 165 while you getting your 750.
100%. 100%.
It's the environment that people have largely said that they want in the black community. We building it.
See, that's not feasible, Anton. But I ain't gonna fuck. And see, the little sidekick nigga with the headphones. Nigga, y'all niggas, man, look. All right, y'all. Jay Prince showed us a mentality of what y'all saying is not feasible. Would you? And I'm with you. See, your mentality is feasible only for probably 30%. I
want to be a part of that 30%, Logic. That's what we're working on. We're not working on most of the people. 30% is enough. That's a lot. Shit, I take the opportunity the cat to my right and what Anton said. Whatever that cybersecurity, 6-month program, shit. I need to get in touch with Anton because I wouldn't mind getting involved in that program.
I want to say that, but let me tell you about that cybersecurity program, right? Y'all ready? Is you ready for that?
Before you go on, Logic.
I'm finna crush old boy dreams. So
no, before you go ahead, Logic. I'm sorry. I apologize. Go ahead.
So you know what? The engineer that worked for us for my section, right? You know what we hire? Them 6-month cybersecurity niggas, and you know what they do? They pull hard drives. They do everything that see, y'all ain't telling them that. And you know what they salary come from? They salary come from how they bust their ass, how much they do, how many projects they're involved in. So if you look at it, that cybersecurity, all that shit for them 6-month courses, you make like $60K. But now, if you meet so many thresholds, you can get more money. But
so Logic,
hey, for them 6-month courses, and I can pull up a contract that we gave to somebody who took them 6-month courses. So quit selling that cap.
It's
so
not
Logic,
cap.
okay.
It's not cap.
So Logic, so Logic, you're 100% correct in terms of 6 months. So because I don't have enough time to really expound on that. Yes, when you start in IT, first year you might make 50, 60. Then you jump to another job. Now you're making 70, 90. Then you jump to another job. Now you're making 90, 150. You're talking to an engineer. You're talking to an IT engineer who I put myself on. I put a whole bunch of people on. They follow that same formula to the exact T, and there's been no issues whatsoever. Look, in IT, you get out what you put in. You get more out than what you put in. If you stay in one job for 20 years, of course you're not going to be making no money. If you start off at 60, by the end of 20 years, you might be making 90,000 after 20 years in the same jobs. We always encourage in the STEM fields for you to jump from job to job to get the most exposure possible, to make yourself as marketable as possible.
And I'm
Now,
with
of
you,
course,
though. I'm
One of the
with you,
things
though.
that I say on a
and
regular
and
basis is that
All I was
you
saying
just need to
is
break
them
into
people
a specific
month
field.
courses.
You just
I'm
need to
just
break into
look.
a specific field and they will pay you literally more to leave than they will to stay and try to. Bro, the
yes,
point that we're making is that it's not just one way to skin a cat. What we're saying is
correct.
that there are mentors, there are people that can push you, there's people that can give you insight into how it is that they got there to get there faster than they got there in order to be successful. But the problem for most people is that they don't believe, nor do they have the work ethic to ever do anything other than serve up a latte.
And
They don't
No,
I
believe
have
it.
I
I'm not.
and I have
I'm just put because see everybody say these sick. Look, I didn't know this shit, right? I'm just getting into this shit, right? I know that our engineer said, "Hey, he can't do all this," right? So you know what he did? We said, "Okay, go hire some of them 6-month niggas." And this is what happened. At first, I was listening to y'all, and until I experienced it for myself. So I'm just saying the real. Now you can take that, you can gain more, you can get because the company, our company, they pay for you to take other classes. Yes, I'm with you. I'm in agreement. But when you tell somebody a 6-month course will give you the bag, I can show you the contract that we offer this guy. I can show you an offer letter we offer this guy, and it
But see
literally
on the
says,
but see logic, the problem with that is that the flip side is I hire people today that come out of 6-month boot camps and we literally give them $15,000 to $25,000 signing bonuses. And a lot of them dudes, they come out of here and they making 6 figures based off of the budget that we have for them. So in your company, that may not happen, but I'm telling you, I hire these people every single day, bro.
and let me add one last thing to
I'm
that because I have
telling
to
you,
go
I
to a
hire them.
meeting.
Shout out to the
Because
security boss. Everybody, make sure y'all go to the I Choose You dating show tonight. I'm gonna jump on
and
there for a minute. I'm gonna kick it with the people. Make sure y'all subscribe to the security boss. That's my girl. Go ahead, fam.
and logic really quick because I have to go to a meeting. But that whole thing of only 30% of people can do this, only 20% of people can do this, only 10% of people can do this, like that type of mentality. I've been hearing that my whole life from when I went to community college. Oh, you're going to community college? You're not going to go nowhere with that. Oh, you're going to join this field? You're not doing. I've been hearing that my whole life. So now when you say, oh, only 20% of people can do this, well, fine. I'm going to be those 20% of people, and I'm going to expand that. So today is 20%, but tomorrow 30% of people off my strength. You know what I mean? So it's important that you can't you can't shoot people in the kneecaps. I'm not saying you do that purposely, but you can't shoot people in the kneecap and say, well, that's very, only 30% of people can do this. Yes, you know what? Maybe that might be true, but why not you? Why you not be in the top 30%, the top 20%? Why not you? Work hard, because if you aim for the 10th floor and you don't succeed, well, you might be on the 9th floor, which is way better than when you started when you was on the first or second floor. So it's
mm-hmm.
important. Yeah, it might be difficult. Of course, you might not be able to make it, but I can promise you there's a lot more success to be had with you aiming that high, with you aiming it to what people say is impossible, than when you're not doing anything at all. If I were to keep my expectations realistic, quote unquote realistic, I might not have gone to where I am, or hopefully to where I'm going to go further in the future. So it's important. It's
Yeah.
important, no matter how difficult something may seem.
Look, you guys try to water down what I'm saying. If everybody have a millionaire mindset or a millionaire mentality, right? But that's cool. But reality will still hit.
Yes,
Reality will still hit.
the thing is that the whole idea of no, the whole idea.
I'm not trying to discredit nobody. I'm trying to tell everybody, go out and get it. Go out and try to do whatever you can. Leverage what you got to get more. But
I
what I'm
understand.
saying is that yes, if everybody have that, the whole world have a millionaire mindset, right? Is it feasible that everybody's going to be a millionaire?
Well, I understand what you're saying, but that idea of that's a scarcity mindset, right? We have to have an abundance mindset. We have to have a mind. You believe in, I don't know if you believe in God. I believe in God. I'm sure a lot of people here believe in God. God doesn't deal in scarcity, and the idea of maybe not is not for everybody, or maybe it's not enough for everybody. I feel like and this is my personal feeling. That's a scarcity mindset, and we have to really change it from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset.
And when you
I'm gonna
lose
leave it at that.
when you
Go
lose an
ahead.
argument, you take it to religion.
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no, no,
no, no,
no,
no, no. Let me
no,
tell you
no,
something,
no,
Logic. Literally, I just looked it up.
no.
According to a census and according to the IRS, there are 22 million Americans who are millionaires in the United States of America today. 22 million people have a net worth of $1 million or more, bro. 1,700 as of 2019, and the rate is accelerated today. As of 1,700 new U.S. millionaires are created every day, according to Bloomberg. 1,700 millionaires, bro. You telling me we can't get a slice of that?
Exactly. We have to
That's
have an
crazy to
abundance
me.
mindset.
That ain't got nothing to
We
do
have
with
to.
religion. That's stats. 1,700 millionaires are created every day. Over 22 million people have a net worth of $1 million or more. That is a fact. That is not mythical.
I did not bring up religion. He did.
So yes, I did, but I didn't bring it up to try to
No,
convert
you gonna put
anybody.
that
I'm
on
trying
me?
to. I'm trying. I didn't bring. I didn't bring it up in an attempt to convert anybody. What I'm trying to point at is you can tell who the people who have an abundance mindset versus the people who have a scarcity mindset, and you can tell how they're living based on that mindset. Most of the time, people who have an abundance mindset are much better off than people who don't have a scarcity mindset. I know. I've been raised around both kinds of people. I started off with one group of people, and I'm in a different kind of group. But I got to jump on this meeting, guys. Thank you for the time. It was great. I
So
hope to join
so
more of
so
these in the
one of the
future.
so
I
one of the
still
things
love
that
you, player.
so one of the things
Take care,
that
guys.
confuses me one of the things that confuses me about Logic's argument is this. He's basically saying the same identical thing that Anton is saying. Because and not only that, not only is he saying it, he demonstrated it. He literally demonstrated it with Jay Prince. Took somebody with the type of mindset that Jay Prince has and basically shed all that crap down that Jay Prince was talking and said, "Bro, look, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna either put up, shut up, or you gonna get the fuck on." He literally took and he gave him an opportunity, gave him the support, gave him the backing, and then he never not one time said anything about Jay Prince being a millionaire. He basically said, "You're going to be held accountable. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it." And that's the concept, at least for me. When I hear Anton talking, he's saying the same identical thing that Logic is saying. That's the same thing. Logic is, that's why I said there are so many different blueprints of success out here. Ain't nobody need to be skip being a millionaire. We can reach for that, but damn it, right now, can we just open up a fucking hot dog stand? Can we just get to phase one? Can we then get to the military and then get benefits? Then can we get up to then coaching and then the IT and then get up there? We got to start with just a fucking hot dog stand. If we start with a hot dog stand, we can get somewhere.
And this is my whole point that I'm trying to make. And I'm not trying to shit on nothing. Like I say this, I told Anton, I respect what he do. Nigga put batteries in niggas' backs. I'm with it. But in reality, think about this, right? Jay Prince came up here and he now has an opportunity, correct?
Mhm.
How many other Jay Princes don't have this opportunity?
They do, though.
They
They
do.
do.
Hey, I
If they
guarantee
on
you,
this here live, there's 600
no,
people on this live.
I'm not talking about this live. I'm talking about reality. What it's you gotta realize it's millions of Jay Prince all over the United States, right?
Agreed.
Let's be honest. Jay Prince just now got a once in a lifetime opportunity. So if you want to do the math, not everybody has that opportunity.
But
It's
then
not.
Logic, you said it
Can I
earlier. You said it earlier.
can I ask you a question?
When you get this opportunity, go back and teach somebody else the same opportunity. That's what you just got through saying. We have to lay out the blueprint. Because if not, what's the blueprint? Right now,
Can I
literally,
ask you a
you are,
question?
because I literally heard you say give him the format, business plan. You said, well, Jay Prince, and you looked at him. You said Jay Prince ain't ready for no hot dog truck. But you know what? Let me see him grind and hustle with a hot dog stand, and then from a stand, he can go build his own truck. I guarantee you, that alone is going to motivate him to help somebody else come up because you taught him that.
But
Let me go.
It's only we only reach one Jay Prince out of millions. That's
That's
my
not
whole
true.
point.
I got a whole I got a whole army of people that I got receipts for that I could say that's absolutely is killing it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not down, but I was just using the Jay Prince example. Like right now, he got. If you want to be honest, on this panel right now, and you need to clip this shit. Goddamn it. Jay Prince got a once in a lifetime opportunity for the people that's in Jay Prince position. So for us to say, is it feasible for us to do this a million times? It's not. It's really, it won't happen. The next Jay Prince come up here, we were like, nah, we already did the Jay Prince shit. You see what I'm saying? It's not feasible.
No,
He
not
got a
true, Logic. Because what I do is I do the investor series, and I have people come in the Patreon, and people can vouch for it, and they say, "Yo, this is my idea. Some of them is not good enough," and I say, "Go back to the drawing board. We're gonna do a part 2." And then other ones, I say, "You know what? I like that. Let me figure out. Let me show you how I can add value. And let me put you into contact with this person. I'm gonna fund your business, and I'm gonna seed it, and I actually wire them over the money and get their business popping."
look. Well, let me in this Patreon. God damn it! Do I get a free trial or some shit? Hey, I just damn super chat. Do I get a fucking free trial?
And you know what? The videos is still up. The live
No,
streams of where I actually funded people's businesses is still in there.
no. Give me a free trial. Cause goddamn, I want to get in there and charge niggas up. Cause guess what? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I need something to invest in. If niggas gonna goddamn have investment opportunities, nigga, let me in there. I got some loose cash. Shit, I ain't gonna pay though. You know what I'm saying? I goddamn support you enough. Nigga, I want my goddamn Patreon shit. Nigga, send me my
I
shit.
got you, Logic. I got you,
I
bro.
want the Discord. I want everything, nigga. I want the goddamn the moon ship. Nigga, put me in that shit.
Hey, Carlos, what's your thoughts, bro?
Logic, I respect Logic, man. He's very
I do too. I like
he's
Logic.
like me. Yeah, he's like me and ultra direct, but at the same time, I learned to like me and my friend. We have this thing we call it being on fries or you on customer service, right? So he kind of guy be in the back, do all this stuff like, hey, this is the real thing. But then when you get up front, he just give you no hope. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you, and I've had people like this where basically they've told me, hey, you know that only a certain amount of people are going to get here, but they don't finish the rest of that. And it's like, okay, you got to be better than these other people. You have to be better than people, and people don't want to say that, right? You got to be able to perform, and everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to make it like he's saying, but you really got to be able to perform. And if you can't perform there, you got to perform somewhere else. So the thing is that when you are, I think the brother was on here. He was in IT. I'm in IT as well. Am I that good? I'm okay, but I really just outwork most of the other people because they want to do nothing all day, right? They want to watch TV or whatever, but I'll just outwork the other people, right? But the thing is that they um they don't want more. So it's only really the people that really keep going that are really going to really do well. But you have to keep going and keep going. And that guy, I forget his name. I think it's Jay Prince, right? Everybody's not going to make it. Like everybody's not going to make it, but you need to latch on to people that are doing it. You need to latch on to people that are doing it. So if somebody says, "Hey, go start your business. I'm going to invest in you." You take that opportunity and you say thank you and you be quiet and you stop talking. You stop talking and you listen. You listen to what they got to say because everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's, I'm not going to say they're not smart, but they just don't understand. They don't understand. Like if you have contractors, they don't understand marketing. They don't understand business. They're just good with their hands. If they understand people that have the no business, what are they good at? They're good at, they're good at systems. They're good at setting up strategies and processes. Some people are good at marketing. So it's really you got to really find out where you're good at and stick there. And that's what I thought. So
I agree. What was you about to say, Sway?
Oh, I mean, I wanted to ask my question, and then I also wanted to ask about the 6 month boot camp thing. Do they pay you to do that, like an employer, or you have to, do that on your own and invest in yourself in that way?
No, you got to do that on your own.
And then my second question, the original why I came on here, I guess is for, it's kind of vague, but I guess I can give a little context. At what financial level should you think about expanding a second stream of income? You know what I mean? Like, just let's just say, like, spitball. If someone's making $28,000 a year, should they even be thinking about getting a second income, or should they be thinking about making money from their quote unquote 9 to 5 job, or trying to invest themselves to have their first stream income to make more than what they currently are? So they think about investing in a hot dog stand or vending machines or crypto or whatever anything else things,
I,
flip shoes or
well,
whatever,
let me
you know what
let
I
me
mean?
say
Or
this.
should they try to go get more skilled in their original?
I think it depends on the circumstance, right? And so I'm gonna use three different scenarios in order to paint the picture. Okay, how old are you, Sway? Sway, you
23.
breaking up? You there? Is it me or is it him?
I think it's him.
It's him.
All
Hey,
right.
you know what? Hey, Anton, start a internet company and I invest
I'm
in it because
23.
these niggas Wi-Fi be shitty.
So I'm
So
gonna break it down like this. I'm gonna answer his question still though. So it depends on the context, right? If you are a 20-year-old or 21-year-old, 22, 23-year-old, and you a med student, right? I would suggest that you buckle down and you spend every moment that you have on making sure that you can invest in yourself and your career by making sure that you're doing your schoolwork, right? We paying attention to the long term value that comes along with eventually becoming a professional in your career. On the flip side, right? I think that there's too many people, young people, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, that have, especially men, that have too much time on their hands to not have a hustle. What happens is you should be making eventually your hobby should turn into a possible business, right? Because what you want to do is you want to start to align your lifestyle with whatever it is that you do from a business perspective. So, for example, I never expected to even be on YouTube or make any money from YouTube. What happened was I was actually just working, documenting my life, but I always had a hustle, right? I always had at least two jobs, always had a business, always was grinding. What happened was a lot of the things that I was doing from a hobby perspective wind up turning into a business. So my thing that I keep telling people all the time is that you need to be working, right? It's not about just trying to figure out what's another income stream. What it is you need to continue to be investing in yourself, whether it be you reading a book, taking a class, figuring out how you can level up as far as using whatever new certification that you get in order to get a better position, to get a raise at your job. The growth mindset comes from me not being complacent and then that translating into more money, whether it's being another income stream, whether you wind up starting a business as a result of your hobby, all of these different things. Men need to be working. They don't need to be just chilling all day. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't play video games or take care of your business or go out and party on the weekend, because I go out every single night after I take care of my business. Income streams come as a result of you recognizing opportunities that come with how you live your lifestyle and being busy, is being productive on a regular basis. And then the opportunities present themselves as a result of you doing the work. But you don't even recognize opportunities that come to you if you just sitting and chilling all day and you waiting for something to jump out the sky. So the context matters, and that everybody just can't say, "Oh, I'm about to go run and get another income stream." I think that you should have multiple income streams, but income streams, they present themselves as a result of doing the work and being busy, is what I'm saying.
Hey, Anton, I mean, can I give some Patreon game right now?
Yeah, bro.
No, is you gonna pay me for this? Because there's gonna be some game.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
He got me. So check this
Wait,
out.
wait, wait. I might not let you give it then. I might just wait for you, let you do the
Right.
live stream and the Patreon.
Now
I have
Do
to
it on
chop up
Sunday.
depending on what you're saying. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna get this to them. For all these IT guys, for all these engineers, for all these HR people, get you a secret clearance, and I promise you, you come to I can give you the list of areas you can go to, and you'll be guaranteed $120,000. If your credit is good, is real good, and you meet certain criterias, you can be guaranteed $150K to $180K if you get a TSSCI. With your same skill sets, and now with true leverage, if you maintain them things, because if you pull up the stats of secret clearances, it's only 9% of black people that's in that arena that have secret clearances.
What's that?
Top,
TSSCI?
huh?
You said TSSCI?
No, just secret. For TSSC, for TS, because TSSCI is a whole different one. For TS, it goes down to 4%. For TSSCI, you dealing at 2%. And then these jobs right now, where they have this, and I've been saying this on the panels, niggas don't be listening to me, with these equity policies. If you meet the minimum qualifications, you're gonna get hired. If you're a female, a black female, God damn it, you can walk in the door with no clearance. Long as your shit clean, they gonna give you these jobs. So, and it's a lot of jobs. Now, you got DOD, you got Homeland Security, you got private contractors, you got think tanks, you got all this different places here that do your jobs, the shit that everybody doing right now, and we're not leveraging that. We're not leveraging it. We act like we scared of the government. We scared of this. We scared of this. And everybody out here getting bags. They getting bags. When I go to my company and I see only like 6 black folks in there, and I try to hire a black person, and we say, okay, we got to do you a little security. You know what I'm saying? We got to do a little security check before we hire you, and they get immediately disqualified. So I'm saying, y'all, for y'all brothers look like y'all ain't got no felonies and no shit like that. Hey, get off y'all ass in them towns y'all in and take y'all ass to the DMV area. And I promise you, you'll be staying in a high rise with me. We can pop bottles together. I'll pop a bottle for y'all. And if you need some help, goddamn it, reach out to Anton and I goddamn give you the help. Because I don't want to be the only black nigga in my company.
Hey, Logic, I'm
the only black CEO.
I'm about to go get my DoorDash. I'll be right back.
There he goes talking.
Gotta get that DoorDash, man.
I'm literally the only senior in my fucking company. It's sad. And guess what? Like I said, Anton got something to say. The niggas don't even qualify. They don't qualify. So my point is proven. Everybody can't get them jobs because they don't qualify. Nigga got goddamn all this shit. They ain't gonna get it. But guess what? Mr. Logic Line, go ahead. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all get mad at me because of the way I talk to y'all and shit like that. But I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. That's it. Shit, I'm mad now.
Don't fade the black.
That's
don't
that's
fade the black.
DMV talk. My fiance, her parents always trying to get me to get my clearance. I was like, I'm starting a business, so I already started my business or whatever. So, but they stay telling me that.
So Logic, one of the things I will say is that I would much rather you go in on black men in the community like you do. And I would and I would almost rather you be a counter argument or a counterbalance to Anton, because the fact of the matter is that
I'm sorry, because you know I'm a chat nigga, right? For the stupid motherfucker that said that's one job, Logic, you's a fucking idiot. It's a infrastructure. Idiot. See, this is what I'm saying. Now you see why I get mad, right? Dumbass nigga in the chat don't know shit. Logic, that's one job. It's a fucking infrastructure. It's fucking police that if you're a police officer and you can get a TS, it's a job for you. It's a job for it's all kind of job. It's an infrastructure. Same lame ass niggas that love just talking shit. That's why if this was my channel, I'd take them out just for saying dumb shit. See, now you see what I'm talking about? Y'all saying Logic wrong. You see that nigga mentality? Niggas.
Well, and so I think that I would much rather hear what you're saying, because as I listened to what a lot of the people on the panel last night was saying, and especially, and I'm not attacking her character or has her as a person, but I think that for me, what Courtney was saying is just totally dangerous, especially for men. Because to me, when you say that, well, I just want a man that's just basically doing average. We ain't got no debt, and that's just it. I don't want
It's
no
not
pressure.
average.
To me, that is the scariest thing, because now, literally, that man, his mindset is not open to just literally the game that you just spent on our TSs. And I think that that's why I say that I agree with you. It is a mindset.
All right, so
But
watch this. All these, so watch this. I'm gonna just name some of the companies, right? Boeing, right? You know you gotta have a clearance.
Definitely.
yeah,
I can go list Raytheon. You know you gotta have a clearance. Boeing and Raytheon have facilities all over the United States. But if you come here and get in, you get your credentials now, they will fight for you tooth and nail. They will fight for you tooth and nail. And you can do anything. You can be a security guard. You can be a security guard with a secret clearance or a TS, and you know you making over 100K guarding all this shit. And you got, like I say, when I see, because you got to realize this, the biggest company in the United States is the federal government.
Mm-hmm.
And now what make it even bigger is the sponsor companies of these federal government, the Raytheon, the Boeings, all of them support the government. That's the biggest company. And we fucking around at like 2%, 3%. Because we can't even get in because we don't know about it. We got all these smart IT guys that can't get in because they don't know about it. And you got retards in the chat that's saying dumb shit just because they can chat. That's why I got to get off here, man. I can't do this shit. I'm taking my ass to work. See y'all later, man.
So salute, sir. Salute. If I can, right? Can you hear me?
yeah, you good.
All right, for sure. All right, so well, part of what made me come on here and whatnot, and I hate that Logic had left right before I got to say what I was going to say. In terms of the idea of like the viewpoint of everybody can't make it, right? Okay, so whenever I hear somebody say that everybody can't make it, I think of that as being analogous to the fact that nothing is perfect, right? Like no man-made thing, for example, is perfect. So, and the way how I see it, there's no need for me to go about figuring out what's not perfect, right? If I already know that there are no perfect things. So I'm basically saying that like once I understand that something is true, throughout, technically speaking, there's no need for me to put more mental expenditure or more caloric expenditure into thinking about the nuances of what it is that is going on with that viewpoint, right? Instead of that, I propose a different suggestion. I think that everybody can be at the top of their own personal pyramid, right? And it's about perspective, right? See, if a man works blue collar all his life and whatnot, okay, make it even a little bit worse. If a man works warehouse all his life and he has no aspect of wanting to become beyond warehouse worker, right? And he just want to do warehouse work and all that stuff, what have you. If he wants to do that, he should try to be at the pyramid of his specific perspective in the matter. Okay, so if let's say that he wants to be a supervisor, and that's a supervisor the highest position he can get for some reason in that plant. Okay, if you want to be a warehouse worker all your life, you know what I'm saying? Get to the top of that pyramid of warehouse work and be fine with that, because that's what it is that you decide to strive and work for. See, I see a lot of people have a problem with biting off more than they can chew and biting off too little and then complaining about it. See, you can't do either or. You cannot bite off more than you can chew, or you can't bite off too little and then decide to complain about the fact that you do not have enough, right? That's why I personally believe that everybody can have their own personal pyramid, but to go around and saying that everybody can't make it, that that's a self-defeatist, self-limiting, fear-driven mindset, and like I would never think that way. It's irrelevant for me to think that way. Like the part, like a perfect example would literally be, okay, cryptocurrency. People can say, "Oh, Bitcoin scam, woo woo, all this stuff," right? They can say whatever. Cool. I'm 23 years old. I can take the risk, financial risk, and put 67% of my portfolio towards divided, towards spread out things, stocks, crypto, what have you, right? Um, but when it comes to crypto, right, Bitcoin specifically, less than 5 to 6% of the people of the whole world know what Bitcoin is, right? And if we know how simple economics works, right? If you have money put, if you have money put into something before other individuals are aware of it, you're going to get the benefit, right? So if 5% of the people in the world know what cryptocurrency is, it will be a no-brainer for me, considering that I'm having a high risk tolerance to invest in cryptocurrency, because I think that it's going to pay off in the end, right? And I'm not saying this to say that like, oh, I can't be successful with crypto, I can't be successful in none of my endeavors and none of my investments, right? Like literally, I'm spending money on assets whenever I get a chance to. Like, and I'm doing it because I have a long-term perspective of the future, and I know that compounded rewards leads to compounded gains as time goes on in a chronic sense, right? And that's true throughout. Like I don't know, it's just I just can't have that perspective. That's against that.
I'd like to respond. So
I'm gonna get y'all final thoughts because I do got to wrap it up. It's around 2 o'clock,
okay,
so I want to get y'all
okay.
final thoughts. But go ahead.
Okay, so I want to respond to that, and that is that basically, look, you don't have to acknowledge it, but that's reality, and the reality is that basically there's some people that's going to do better than others. Why? Because they're just they're more driven. Some people are bigger than others. Some people are smarter than others. Some people are just better than others. So the best thing you can do is be the best thing that you can do, and try to get the most out of that. That's just a physical thing. That's like saying, like, you got two guys, they're about to basically attack each other, right? You got one big muscle guy and another big muscle guy, right? But one guy took some training. The other guy doesn't have training. Who's going to win? The guy more likely with the training. So the whole thing is that if you choose not to see the nuance of things, sometimes you're going to end up losing. You're going to be the person you're going to be the bigger guy without the technique. You want to be the guy with the muscle and the technique, and you need to know the nuance to know that. But you can choose to not believe that if you want, but the person that does believe that will be the person that wins. And it's either you want to be a winner or you want to be somebody who just feels good.
That's fair
Okay,
enough.
so
I
nah,
rock.
yeah, it's totally fair. I salute to the validity and truth behind what he's saying and whatnot. If I may, right, I'll be concise and short. I won't speak as nearly as long as I was just speaking, right? Um, the reason why I have this perspective, right, it doesn't necessarily go against what you're saying. It's just that I think that your perspective takes more effort, right? Okay, now, to have a perspective as such that you have to um like have such technicalities, such true statements be endeavored when they're obviously true, it's a waste of caloric expenditure to me. See, when I think of like business, I always think about the idea of increasing the money you get to take home and reducing your overhead. Now, that's beyond just business in everything that can be applied. Everything down to the scientific sense, down to the molecular sense. So once I realized that, okay, it's true that everybody's not equal. I don't believe in equality. I don't care for communism. So of course I agree with what you're saying. However, to think in this way, it's self-limiting in and of itself, because it lets you already it's like it's already true, and now you're adding extra credence to it by saying it's true. You know what I mean? And your brain is powerful. That's all I'll say.
Good stuff.
Anybody else got anything they want to say before we end the show?
I just wanted to say, because I don't really put myself out there, and try to ask for opportunities and stuff like that. I kind of just get on the panel and get my point of view as a young jit. Um, I am very open to, these conversations and want to tap into more older people who already have it figured out and get some guidance on, career paths and, fields that they think will be profitable in the next coming years and all that information. Because right now, I mean, I'm in the electrical field on the blue collar side. I'm going to school in the whole nine, but it's not like it's a passion of mine. It's not like it's something set in stone. So like, just these oh my god, these morning shows that Anton does, like I always tap in to try to figure out, different avenues of income or different ways to invest myself to, self-improve. So anybody who wants to give some information, I'm willing to hear it now, and constantly going on. So I want to tap in with a lot of you got older cats and try to figure that out. But I
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely.
it. If anyone does give me an opportunity, I appreciate it.
That's
I won't
dope.
ever,
That's absolutely awesome. I love that. Anything else? Anybody else?
Hey, I'll
I
see
was
you
just
on the 18th of my
uh,
coaching call, bro. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, bet.
yeah
Pastor, Pastor, you know I'm looking forward to it.
to
I'll catch you
to to
later. Y'all be good.
All right, my friend.
to the young man, keep coming to this guy's show. He knows what he's talking about. Um, I watch him, so like I can't watch all the time because I got stuff to do, but I
Yeah.
do watch. You know what I'm saying? I have my own business, but I see what's happening, and I've been watching this channel grow, and it's the real thing. And basically, I know business, and I know what is real and what's BS. And if you're making good money, all you gotta do is follow the principles, invest in real estate, like he tells you to do, invest in other tangible assets as well, and he's giving you the real stuff. Okay, so I know the real thing when I see the real thing, and you need to know because there's a lot of guys they will do they'll do like the thing or whatever, right? But this is the real thing, so just stay subscribed, and there's not a lot of people I can say that about, so I will say that. So
I appreciate that, family. Thank you, my friend.
yep,
All right, friends. So we got to dip out. I appreciate y'all for jumping on. We're going to do the late night live stream tonight, and we're going to continue this conversation. So this is not the end of it. We're gonna deep dive into it tonight. It's going to be dope.
For sure. For
All right,
sure.
my friends.
absolutely. Bye, guys.
So I think that it was a great show. I think that we got a lot of insight and nuance into the different conversations. I like to hear from different people on the panel so that I can get other opinions. I like to hear from other people's perspectives. And I think that there's so many people that can add value into the conversation. I would encourage you guys, if you do need personal coaching, we might be all the way almost booked up for May. But I'll check with Rita and see what that is. But if you need personal coaching or you just want to kick it with me personally, go to my website, antondaniels.com. Email me from there and we're going to get you set up. But make sure you surround yourself with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in. I love you. I appreciate you. I will be creating some new TikToks that I'm working on that's going to be unique just for that platform. And then make sure you follow me on Instagram. And then, of course, we in the Patreon with the Bag Chaser. So I love y'all. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you have not already. Subscribe to my other channel, Anton Daniels. That link is in the description. And then shout out to Tej Hanley, another sponsor at a live stream. 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Make sure you get that Tej pack, and we're going to continue to cook. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. I am going to see you tonight. And make sure y'all tune into the Security Boss at 9:15 also for I Choose You. I love y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Thank y'all. Peace.